righty, my lovelies. Welcome back in for another broadcast, and happy heckin' Tuesday. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time once again.
Did you try unplugging it and plugging it back in?
Ban Manly. Ban Manly. Ban Manly. Ban Manly. We're playing The Walking Dead. It is time, my friends, for the Season 2 finale, Episode 5, titled No Going Back. Silver Dragon.
My cats wanted to say hi.
Thank you for the 105. All right, VOD watchers, this is what I have to put up with the moment that I start my stream. This is what happens. They've become more intelligent. They're waiting until I start the highlight now. I don't know what to do with this information. Silver Dragon, thank you for the 105. I appreciate it. It's good to see you tonight, man. Okay, so quick recap of the rules, if you will, for The Walking Dead. I have played this game before. I dislike Manly.
This is what Tyler actually has to deal with at the beginning of stream.
Manly! Thank you for the 301. God damn it, you guys triggered a damn scam train. Fine, I'll give you. It is time for a good blow, an early good blow. Bay, thank you for the 103. All aboard, ladies and gentlemen. The very first scam train of the night. I appreciate the support, as always. So, here's the deal. I have played this game before. I don't remember everything, though, about this game. And tonight's episode is a very good example of that. I remember a couple of story beats. I remember the location. I remember, like, very, very minimal things. So I am going to be along for the ride with you guys tonight. I might remember things as they pop up on the screen. But that doesn't mean that you guys can talk about things that are upcoming just because I played the game before. Not only am I forgetful, especially when it comes to this series, but also there are many, many people in chat who have never seen it before. They're watching it for the first time tonight. So please, no spoilers, no anticipatory speak. This upcoming part is really sad. I love this part, blah, blah, blah. We'll talk about things after they happen so that way nobody has anything ruined for them. And I kind of want to get right into it, chat. Quick reminder as well, this will be the last episode that I play for probably about a month. I'm going to take a little bit of time off from regular Tuesdays with Telltale because I want to go play some other games. I need that day throughout the week to break into those other games. And I want to come back to this over the summertime. And like I said a while ago, that is going to be when I start recording the final episodes. So I need to do some testing for that before I actually get into that side of things. Spoiler, we're going to cry. Mom, you're probably not wrong. I remember a couple heavy things that happened during this. One for sure. One heavy thing for sure that I remember during this episode, but I don't remember the other things, so I'm a little bit nervous. I also know that the heavy thing that I'm thinking about is not a guarantee. It is dependent on your choices, and I don't know what to do with that information. So I'm just going to play the best that I possibly can this evening, and hope that everything works out for the better, except it probably won't. So let's get your tissues ready. Doc, hello. Bay, thank you again for the biddies. I appreciate you, and welcome into the broadcast tonight. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I think it's time. I think it's time for us to begin. Let's get it. Episode 5, No Going Back. That is one hell of a thumbnail. All right, chat, here we go. Buckle up. It is time. We are beginning.
On The Walking Dead.
By the way, I need a hydration. Cheers.
In order to save many is part of survival.
I only need a minute.
Should have put you out of your misery right then.
When I look at Kenny now, he seems broken. And broken people get reckless.
Ice cold.
Thank you, Mom.
Here.
Cheers.
Thanks. If things start heading south, don't let them drag
And the
you down.
posture check.
Drop that now or I'm gonna fucking shoot it! I'll do it! Drop it! Drop it! Don't move! I said don't move!
Everybody be cool.
The cliffhanger we left off on last week. Let's pick up where we last saw our hero. This game adapts to the choices that you make. The story is tailored by how you play. And so, ladies and gentlemen, the beginning of the end begins. Telltale Games presents, in association with Skybound Entertainment, The Walking Dead. I am ready. I am on my toes. Give me the QTEs.
Fuck you! You started this shit! Они застрелили меня!
Baby. Baby. What's the Flava Flav today? Dead Billionaire. I am drinking Dead Billionaire. Congratulations to everybody that bet on that. Enjoy your channel points. Steffi, welcome.
Hey,
Sakaro, enjoy your lurk.
What are you doing?
What am I doing? It's a baby.
Holy shit. I didn't even see him out there. Good work, Clem.
Thank you.
Shit. Okay, we gotta do something, y'all. Get down here. Can't just sit here and let this guy take pot shots at us till he runs out of ammo.
Do something.
Talking about it and do it.
Yeah, all right.
This don't have to get any worse than it already is. You can just go.
Это твоя вина! Ты сукин сын! Я замочу каждого из вас!
English, motherfucker!
I kill every one of you!
If I could just get over to that side of the wall, I can maybe get an angle on this guy. Cover me, all right?
Okay, I got
Shoot
it.
over towards the woods.
Yeah, okay.
Good. I
Any
just need
plan,
the distraction.
commit with commitment
Okay?
is better than a good plan without commitment. So if that's what Luke wants to do, that's what we're gonna do.
Hey, what
We're
are
gonna
you?
keep that guy's head down. Ah, shit!
Luke, no!
There you go, Kenny.
Вы первые начали!
Luke, are you okay?
He got me in the leg, but I think it went straight through. Shit, I don't know. I'm gonna be fine. I think I'm gonna be fine.
You're gonna be good, Luke.
Отпусти меня!
Oh, that's effective.
Or I put a bullet in this kid's hand. Shut up!
Отпусти меня, прошу. Я должен быть.
I ain't gonna say shit. No.
Leave him alone!
No. I'm not saying
I'm
anything.
ending this. Get
This
out here
dude
right
launched an
fucking now.
ambush on us? Nah, he can go fuck himself.
Ты ублюдок!
Bonnie wants to be forgiving, that's fine. That's not my ammo right now.
Get out here!
Uh-oh.
Перестань, отпусти меня. Я должен посмотреть, если с ней все в порядке.
Stop squirming, damn it!
Uh-oh. Hi.
Наташа! No, please!
Попался! Сукин сын! Я оставлю медленно тебя истекать! Не человек!
Hi,
Safe
Jane.
to come out.
Here, I got him.
Jesus Christ. That was intense.
I thought that was it.
Yeah, it was for these assholes.
Thanks for coming back. I didn't know this man. I've never killed someone that didn't wrong me in some way, that didn't deserve it. Tried to pretend he was a walker. But it's different. I didn't think it would be.
You saved us.
Yeah, that's why I did it, but It felt wrong.
Hey, Cynical, enjoy your lurk. Napez, welcome. Donut, hello.
You sure about this? As sure as I'm gonna be.
Good.
Let's go.
Yep, let's go. Dr. Garrett, enjoy your lurk.
How did this happen?
TNT, thank you for the gifted sub. Napez, enjoy.
Just like that.
Clem spotted it first. Did what she had to protect the child.
This isn't your fault, okay? She just lost too much blood. It ain't nobody's fault.
You saved the boy's life.
You know, we could have done better by her.
She was just too far gone.
She's with Alvin now.
Yeah, she is. Don't worry, Becca. We'll take care of your boy. You rest easy.
You piece of shit!
Hey, hey!
Stop!
Guys!
Get off me!
Come on!
It's over, man. He ain't a threat to us.
How can you say that? Of course he is! Get out of the way!
Yeah, I'm just going to throw it out there. There might be more people where he came from. And if he gets
doesn't have
back,
to go down like that.
Kenny, please!
I ain't saying
Just
shit.
a scared kid, man.
Hey, therapist! Like, of course he's scared. He
This
lost.
house, food. Please. Please, I can take you.
Bullshit!
No. It's true. We have place. Not far. Food.
See? He wants to help.
The way that
Don't
I've
be
always
stupid.
seen this
He's
scenario,
just trying to save his skin.
He
Why the hell
helped.
would you help us?
or he got help, we let him
And I
live,
want to see more people dead.
and then he
Close
staged
your
an
eyes and
ambush
I'll
on
make
us.
it quick.
Kenny, back off.
If he's telling the truth, it could
But we-
save all
We
of us.
do need the
And if
food.
it's a trap, we'll all be
I don't think
dead.
we can trust him, but we need the food.
None of this will matter if we all starve to death.
She's right, Kenny. We're running low on supplies as it is.
It's worth the risk to check this place out.
I don't think the kid
Trust
deserves
him,
any
don't
sympathy
trust him.
for what
it
he
doesn't
did.
matter. We should go anyway. We just need to be careful. It
Yeah,
can't
Jane's
be far
the most
from
right here.
You stay out of this. You're the reason these fuckers came after us in the first place.
Don't try and pin this on me.
Lay off, Kenny. She just helped us.
It doesn't matter why it happened. We have to move on.
Think about the baby, Kenny. If there's supplies, we need them. We ain't gonna last much longer without more food. We gotta take a chance.
Unless someone's got a better plan.
We got something to tie this shitbird up.
Yeah, I got something.
Follow me, I take you.
Just give me a reason.
Yeah, man, he gets it.
Oh boy. I forgot how intense the opening of the episode is. I remembered it picked up in the middle of the gunfight, and you know, there was a lot that happened. I forgot that Jane came back though.
Look,
Like I said at the beginning of the stream,
you're
I'm kind
probably
of
pissed about me leaving.
I'm along for the ride with
when
you
I
guys
heard
on
the
this one.
gunshots, I knew it was a mistake. If it helps, the thing I'd normally do is walk away for good, but I didn't. Despite what my instincts are telling me, despite everything I've seen.
I'm not pissed. I'm glad you're back. I didn't want you to go in the first place.
Thanks. That's good. Because you're probably 90% of the reason I came back. And it'd probably get pretty annoying if you hated me the whole time.
Wouldn't want it to be annoying.
No, that would suck. I'm gonna try to make this work. All I can do is promise you I won't abandon you again. Which, to be fair, I've never done before. Even though I probably should have. A few times now.
You don't gotta point the gun at him the whole time.
You forget what we just went through?
He ain't going anywhere, Kenny. No need to get your arm all sore.
I'm worried about Kenny. He's in a dark place. We gotta keep an eye on him. Everything he's been through. He's lost.
Yeah, I've noticed that too.
Hey, Desi.
You're
How you
the
doing?
only one that he trusts. That he really trusts. That means you're the one that's gonna have to pull him back. He's counting on you. If we're really going to make this work, we're all counting on you.
I'll do my best.
I know.
Come on, slowpokes.
The man got shot in the leg. Oh, she's talking to me. Okay. He's like, what the hell, Bonnie? He got shot. Doing good? How are you? I'm doing good, Desi. I'm doing good. Really looking forward to tonight's episode.
Wait up. Wait. We need to stop.
No, I'm fine. Hey, I just need a second. Sorry, I just put more weight on it than I should have.
All right, wait there. Hey, what I say?
What's up, Captain
When I
Vines?
tell you something, you fucking listen. You understand?
Kenny, come on. There's no need for that.
He's getting what he deserves.
How's Kenny still a decent shot? Probably his
Fucking
right eye
talking to you.
dominant.
I say stop. You'd best stop.
I'm not going to
If
say
you know
anything.
what's good for you.
Kenny, please, ease up on him.
Just fucking stay put.
Like, pulling Kenny back from the
I'm gonna have
brink
a
is
word
one
with Kenny.
thing, but
He
I'm
doesn't
not
have
going to
to
show
treat him
sympathy
that way.
for
Kid's been through enough.
Arvo or whatever
You
his
all right
name
here?
is.
Yeah. Go on and talk to him. I got Clem if I need anything.
Okay.
Like,
Here,
just to be
take the
just to
baby.
be clear, the thing that was
Okay.
stolen was chewing gum, right? We got ambushed and into a protracted gunfight
What is it with you
for
guys?
chewing gum.
What do you mean?
Every man I've known is always trying to let each other know how tough they are. Put them in their place. Bunch of dominant alpha male horse shit. And it all ends the same way.
Did
Don't
you
look at
steal
me.
his gun?
I ain't that guy.
Oh, that ain't true. You get in your fair share of pissing matches too.
Do
They're
I?
not all like that. There are good men too.
I don't think we necessarily
friend
stole
Lee.
his gun as much as disarmed
He
him
was a
coffee
good
night.
man.
But yeah,
Well, I wish
yeah,
I'd
we
had
did
a chance to meet
remain,
him.
or we did
Me
retain
too.
possession of his firearm.
I wish he was here now.
Guess it took a woman to talk some sense into him. Looks like Jane broke it up.
Keep pressure on it, okay? I'm gonna go fetch some bandages.
Hey, Bonnie.
Yeah?
I'm
If they're
sorry.
all out of bubble gum, they can kick
what?
ass.
I'll be right back.
That's probably what he means when he said you stole from him. Otherwise, it was 5 gum. Stimulate your senses.
How are you feeling?
If I'm being honest, I've been better.
I don't know. Maybe it's a bit extreme for me to not harbor any
How did we get here?
goodwill towards someone that ambushed me, but that's just the way I feel.
Try not to think about it.
Sitting in the snow, leaned up against a tree, bullet in my leg. But alive. When so many of my friends are dead for no good reason, and I couldn't do anything to stop it. Everyone we set out with just gone. Nick, Pete, Alvin and Becca, Carlos, Sarah. And for what?
You can't blame yourself. It wasn't your fault.
No, not completely. I could have done more, and that ain't up for debate. I know it in my bones, and I gotta live with it.
All right, this should work.
That's perfect.
What'd I miss?
Nothing much. You know, complaining mostly. Trying to guess how far this place is.
I was just mentioning how cold it is lately.
Yeah. Good thing he got that cool jacket, huh? I'm sure most of that'll come out with a little soap and water.
I'm fine.
Hey, Clem, go over and see if you can change the bandages on Kenny's wound. I offered, but I don't think he was comfortable with me doing it. But you know him better than I do.
Okay.
That a girl.
It's not a cool jacket. It's
That's
a
gonna sting,
warm
but
jacket.
only for a second. It's gonna clean it.
Oh, I know what it does. It's gonna suck.
It's gotta get done.
Go on. You can do it.
I know I can do it. I don't know if he can do it, though.
I was thinking we'd go with Alvin Jr. What do you think? Rebecca mentioned she'd like to name him Alvin if it was a boy. I mean, Rebecca was so out of it she hadn't settled on a name.
Huh, yeah. I like it.
Alvin Jr. it is. Do you like that? Well, I think AJ approves. What do you, got there? 'Cause I think I'm all right. I mentioned it earlier.
I'm changing your bandage.
Sounds like I don't have much choice in the matter.
You do not.
You don't.
You shouldn't have to do stuff like this.
Shouldn't have to do a lot of things.
All right. Let's get it over with. Hopefully it don't scare this little guy. Or you.
Oh.
So how's it look? I still gonna be pretty when this heals?
I'm glad Carver's dead.
We saw to that, didn't we?
Hey there, Cutter. How did Kenny live? What part are you talking about, Cutter? Like after his beatdown? This ain't gonna feel good.
I'm guessing this is gonna be the shitty part.
So this is gonna hurt like hell.
Well, you could have lied a little, you know. Holy fucking hell.
You need to stop squirming.
Yeah, okay. You're right. Sorry about the language, Junior. You're gonna be tougher than me when you're grown. I'm gonna expect you to be more of a gentleman than I am. But man, is that smart.
He'll be tough. Just like his dad.
Oh, Alvin didn't look it. But yeah, that guy had a pair on him. You were right about me giving myself up. I can't believe I was willing to sacrifice Alvin just to hold out a little longer. We should have saved him sooner. Got him out of the camp. I'm gonna think about that every time I look at Alvin Jr. here. Alvin should be here, raising this boy. It should be him, not me.
The best thing you can do for Alvin and Rebecca is raise him right. Make sure he's safe.
I intend to.
I think if we're gonna bring Kenny back from the brink, the best avenue to go is just simply by giving him something to be motivated by, and that's with Kenny. That's family.
Well done.
That's the thing that's most important to him.
Are we ready to go?
When he jumped in the hole in the roof before
Let's
leaving.
head out.
Oh, Cutter. Yeah. Okay. He found a way out of the building, but was unable to meet up with us. And then we were reunited in episode 2 of season 2. He was at a camp that we stumbled upon at a ski resort. Pretty much what Napez said, a little movie magic. We never actually saw him die, so he didn't actually die.
Is that it? Hey, I'm talking to you.
What? It's what?
What do you mean, what? The place you're fucking taking us.
Arvo, that's not what you're taking us to, right? How much further is the house you were talking about?
Answer her, goddammit.
There's still more walk. Some more hours.
God damn it! I knew this was gonna happen. This guy fucked us.
Thank you. Don't mention it.
It's getting dark. Maybe we should stop for the night.
This is bullshit.
Relax.
Don't tell me to relax. He's lying. He's been lying this whole time.
Luke needs a break. We probably all do.
Yeah, we
Look,
can't
I'll do
keep
whatever
going.
you guys want, okay? But I could use the rest.
It'd be safer to rest in there, where there's a fence. Can we just try and have a calm, quiet night? Please.
That sounds nice.
Yeah. Yeah, it does.
Oh, shit. Sorry about that. It's all right, buddy. It's all right.
If we're staying, we should scout this place out.
All right. Y'all wait here. I'll go make sure this ain't some walker nest we're locking ourselves into.
I'll go with you.
See if you can calm him down a bit.
No, that's all you. Wouldn't have guessed that'd work.
Me either.
I think he likes you. Calmed right down for you.
He's cute.
Yeah, he is, isn't he? Most babies are pretty ugly this soon after being born.
That's true. They usually look like weird little aliens.
Here, I got him.
Come on over. It's safe.
Offense, more like defense. Oh, how?
Today's my birthday. Near as I can tell, at least. Definitely this week.
Happy birthday, Luke.
Yeah, man. Happy birthday.
Thanks.
So, that makes you... what? 27?
That's right. I'm surprised you remembered. Sure as hell feel a lot older.
Don't even start with that shit.
Got out of college 5 years ago. Feels like a million years. At least I don't have to worry about paying off them student loans.
I hear that. I'm sure there's some asshole sitting on that paperwork, waiting to collect.
What did you study?
Majored in art history.
Ooh.
That's cool.
Sounds like you majored in working in a coffee shop.
Pretty much.
Oh, stop it.
Did get a minor in agriculture. Keep the old man happy.
Oh, I almost forgot. Was saving
That
it
sounds
for
like a
special
difficult degree.
occasion, and all it being your birthday and all, figure this is as good a time as any.
I want to
I'd like
sip.
I mean, after you, obviously.
Really?
No,
Oh, what's a sip gonna hurt?
you are not drinking. That is that.
What?
Feel a little guilty taking the first.
Whoa, wait! You gotta make a toast.
I'm not really the.
Come on, birthday boy. It don't have to be fancy.
A toast means we all got something to drink.
Oh, we can just pass the bottle around afterwards. Go on.
To the loved ones that we've lost along the way, and to the hope that we see them again someday.
Here, here.
That was real nice.
Yeah? I didn't mean for it to rhyme. That was...
Well, I got first watch.
I think the fence has got us pretty secure.
Can't be too careful.
Come on, Kenny. Just sit a little while longer.
Nah, you stay warm.
Clem, let him go.
I'm gonna post up over near the hole in the fence there. Holler if you need anything.
Maybe we can keep the
Thanks.
baby near the fire. I'm sure Kenny was drinking when he was 11. Not a bad observation therapist. He
Fire's real
probably
nice.
was.
Plenty of room if you want to get warm.
Maybe in a bit.
Hello, Dark Cat.
I didn't expect her to come back. Just when I thought I got her figured out. She
Long
opens
story short,
surprises.
baby
It's a
is
good
named
thing.
Alvin Jr.
Saved our ass.
I know.
We survived the gunfight. All the Russians are dead.
I don't know what she's getting at all this.
Jane
We're
came
lucky
back,
to have
saved
her.
us.
I'm glad she's here.
Well, she helped us back there. So that puts her as okay in my book.
I think that's about it.
It ain't no secret how you feel about her. Oh, come on. I'm just teasing.
It was stupid.
Coffee night. The baby has 12 confirmed kills.
Once you get past all the dirt and guts.
I don't know. Guess I just wanted to forget about all this shit for like 10 minutes.
10 minutes? Man, that's longer than I'd last at this point.
Hey.
Alright, it wasn't 10 minutes.
Come on. We got a little one around.
Arvo, the kid with the glasses and the limp, is the only one that survived. He's taking us.
It's my fault for bringing it up.
I know what you guys are talking about.
I certainly hope not.
You're talking about kissing stuff.
Yeah. Yes, that is exactly it.
Was there any kissing?
You shut your mouth right now. The both of you. Maybe she came back for you.
Could be.
I don't know what to say to that.
I don't know. Maybe she likes him?
No, I think we could bet on that. Because you see here, Luke's a regular Casanova.
Hey, shut up.
Don't be modest. Your moves are working on all the ladies.
Worked on me.
Ooh.
Shit. I just did it too, didn't I? Sorry. It's the drink talking.
They say a drunk man's talk is a sober man's thoughts.
Well, I ain't a man, so they can take that shit somewhere else. Clem, go see if you can get Jane and Kenny over by the fire. It's too cold for them to be out there like that. Oh, and here, maybe a swig of this will change their minds.
For Clementine? Oh, for them. Okay, I was just imagining Clementine like glug, 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 glug. Okay, all right. Let's see here. We'll go to Jane first. Go to Jane. Same brain syndrome therapist in Sunset. I was thinking the same thing too. I'm like, you barely drank anything.
They expect you to lure me over there with alcohol? I wouldn't have expected a bottle to last this long.
Will it work?
That depends. What is it?
It's rum?
Probably.
Exceptional emote usage, David.
I don't know. It might be awkward. I wasn't expecting to, you know, be around.
It doesn't have to be. We're all adults here.
Are we now?
You know what I mean. Mature or whatever.
I wish it was that easy.
It is. People just love making it harder than it has to be.
Why does this feel like I'm signing a contract or something? That's really good. Have you had any? Want a sip? It's okay. It just might burn a little.
No thanks. I'm trying to cut back.
You can be the designated driver then.
Cool. But I don't know how to drive though.
It's easier now. There aren't any
Hey,
cops.
Cat. God damn it,
I
Hal.
wasn't too much older than you when I had my first drink. God, I was so stupid back then. There was this time I broke into my parents' liquor cabinet and drank a whole bottle of this really spicy, sweet liquor. Oh, what was its name? It was dumb. Earthquake or something.
Sounds like you were a bad kid.
I guess I was. At the bottom of the bottle, there were these sugar crystals, and I got it in my head that I really wanted to eat a couple. So I got the bright idea to smash it on my parents' dining room floor to get at them. And it shattered into 1,000 pieces, all over the dining room. And I proceeded to eat what I thought was sugar candy.
Sounds like a mess.
Yeah, it was. Every couple years, someone would step on a piece of glass that didn't get swept up and get mad at me all over again.
Every couple years? Run a vacuum! What the heck?
Sugar crystals.
That's never really been a problem for me.
Keep it that way. My sister found me, drunk, blood pouring out of my mouth. Jamie thought I was dying, so she called 911.
Holy shit.
I haven't thought about that in a long time. I guess a deal's a deal. Here. That guy needs a drink more than any of us.
If you left him any, look at her face.
Time to not make it weird.
All right, Jane rejoins. Time to work on Kenny. Let's see if I can go 2 for 2.
Want to sit here?
No, I'm fine.
Oh, yeah, okay. Wherever you like.
All right. Arvo is over there. I'm going to go to Kenny. Aftershock, we did that. Is that what it's called, Riffers? Aftershock? We still ate the rock candy? I never heard of it before. Or any alcohol that has rock candy at the bottom of the bottle. But I don't drink alcohol. I think most of you guys already know that about me. Oh, what the fuck, Kenny?
There, little guy. Shh. Shh, I got you. I got you.
Hey.
Oh, hey, Clem. Just, needed some air.
Kenny, there's air everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry for how I acted back there. After Sarita was... I couldn't handle it. I'm sorry. I mean, you did what you could.
I tried.
You tried to help, and I blamed you for it. I'm so sorry.
I could have done more.
No, don't say that. You did everything you could. I'm sorry if anything I said made you feel any different than that. It just makes me feel awful. I know I can be a real shit sometimes.
Stop.
No, it's true. But I miss my boy. I miss him so much. I didn't raise him like I should have. Made mistakes. Wasn't there a whole lot for a couple years. Off on a boat somewhere or other. I thought I enjoyed that time away from him. From my family. But I'd give anything for one more second with them. To play catch with Duck. To touch Katja's face. Anything in the world.
I miss Duck too. He was a good friend. And I haven't had too many of them.
He was a good boy. Pure. Just wanted folks to be happy, that's all. Boy like that. Thrown into a world like this. It's gonna be different with him. He's gonna get raised right. I won't make the same mistakes again. That's a promise. You should get back over by the fire. Ain't no sense in both of us being over here. I can handle watch on my own.
The baby might be cold. Maybe you should bring him by the fire.
Yeah, okay.
2 for 2. What's up, Jack? Falcon, welcome in. Good to see you. Tech, welcome. Happy Tuesday. It's a cinnamon liquor with rock sugar at the bottom. Interesting, Riffers. Yeah, I've never heard of that. I love this vulnerability. Yeah, that was a very good scene. I forgot all about this sequence here at the power station or whatever this thing is called.
Jane, you don't have to justify that with a response.
Hey, I find it's best to just get this stuff out in the open. Less drama.
Well, that's fine. But I can confirm there was no time for kissing.
Shh. All right, enough of that. Hey, you, Clem.
It's nice to hear people laughing.
Yeah, it is.
I wanted to go talk to Arvo, but I can't.
Spend so much time trying to stay alive that you don't get a chance to enjoy living.
Yeah. We need to make more time for that.
Alcohol helps.
Hell yeah, it does.
Let me get that bottle. We got someone else that might need some help.
Ice cold water.
What's up, Tad Lost? Thanks for the hydration.
Good
Cheers.
rum.
He lost his sister today.
And whose fault was that?
That makes it even harder to deal with. Trust me.
I don't like it either, but we shouldn't let it ruin a nice night.
I said my piece.
I don't think that boy's a bad person. I just think good people do bad things sometimes. And they do it a lot more nowadays with the world being what it is. So I think it's best
Leave
to
me
just-
alone!
Sorry, okay? My fault. I shouldn't have...
Leave me alone!
Простите. It's okay. It's okay. She's in a better place.
Пожалуйста, нет, Наташа, сестричка.
It's okay. It's okay.
Maybe it's best if we all get some rest. Who knows how long a walk we got tomorrow.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
I'll take first watch.
Thank you, Kenny. Really.
Don't mention it.
You did good. It was nice while it lasted.
Thanks, Napez. How you doing, Brain Freeze? Welcome, Mr. Gorniak. Good to see you. Sorry to hear you had a tough day. Hope I can keep your mind off stuff tonight. Hope you liked the stream. Kenny, we took a vote if you should rejoin the group. Everyone said aye. God damn it.
You sure you're good?
Yeah, I'm good. If I start to crap out, I'll let you know.
Okay, well, you do that. It's no trouble.
How much further?
Close. Very close.
You've been saying that every time I ask.
Please. Come.
I'm really starting to think you're full of shit.
Behind you!
What the fuck? Ah! Jesus Christ.
Baby!
That was close.
Oh, Mike has... Okay.
Fucker came out of nowhere.
That was real
Kenny
loud.
had the baby. I was
Hopefully
looking
there aren't
away.
more of them.
Yeah, well, let's move. We don't want to be around to find out.
It's very close. Come. There.
That piece of shit? It's half built.
We're here for the supplies, not the house.
It's warm. Fireplace. Very warm.
Is there any other way to get there? Do we have to cross the lake?
I should have stuck to the tree line.
The fastest way between two things is a straight line.
It's not far. Just be on the lookout.
Brain Freeze, you know therapist from somewhere else?
Maybe there's a way around.
I don't see any.
Можно идти. Там
Say
твердый
it in
лед.
American, asshole.
It's okay. Walk. Ice.
No shit ice. That's the problem.
He's saying it's fine.
I go first. I can be front.
Maybe we shouldn't clump together. We just can't have too much weight.
She's right.
We need to spread out, just to be safe. Less weight, the better.
Let the Rusky go first, since he's so confident.
It's okay.
I mean, if it's a lake, there's a shoreline. Can't we just walk around? Doesn't look like it's that big. I don't like this. No, just from here? Gotcha, Brain Freeze. I wasn't sure. Like, there's a shoreline right there. Uh-oh.
We're okay. Don't worry.
We got some walkers behind
Yeah,
us.
maybe we go faster now.
We should be all right.
Let's just get to the house.
Hey, stay with us.
Oh, God.
That's two less to deal with.
Well, just stay spread out and we'll be fine.
Hey! Motherfucker!
Shit, he's gonna kill him.
Kenny!
Get back here, you piece of shit! I should let you drown, you piece of shit.
No! Kenny, don't run!
All right, they're on the shore. Next.
Well,
I think
they
we
made
need
it.
to keep moving. Oh, fuck. Luke, you have to move now. Now's when you move.
Don't come over here. Hey, I can make it. It's fine.
You sure?
Yeah.
You got walkers on the way. Let me help
It's too
you.
thin for both of us.
Bonnie, come on.
I just gotta be careful. Oh!
No!
Stop! Stop!
No.
I'm fine. I'm fine.
No, you're not.
I just gotta pull myself out.
The walkers are almost here! Hurry!
Yeah, no. You ain't helping.
You need to help.
No!
Clem,
You're gonna
go!
fall through.
Go help
No,
him.
Clem,
Clem,
do not.
Just go back for him. You're light. You
Stop
can do it.
telling her that. Clem, look at me. Pull out your gun and shoot those damn walkers, okay? Just give me a little time.
You got to look.
Clem, you can make it, but you need to go.
Thanks. I'll be on a sec. Just keep shooting.
Yeah, you got it.
You're not gonna make it.
My leg. I just
Hold
need
on, I got you.
Rest a second.
Keep him off.
Bonnie!
No, it's too much.
What the fuck, Bonnie?
Shut the I got you.
Oh my God. No.
It's too late.
Clementine, stop!
Come on.
Nothing more you can do. Fuck. It's okay, I got you. I got you. Come on, you're gonna be okay. Go, to the house, we need a fire. Oh, fuck, she's gonna fucking freeze to death.
Bye, Luke.
How
Hey,
the fuck
Caldwell.
did that happen?
Welcome back, Sicaro.
There's a fireplace.
Yeah, I know. The shore is like 20 feet around. Like, if you did a
have to get
light
more.
jog
You're gonna
around the
freeze
shore,
to
you
death.
would have made it before walking across the frozen lake. Also, I don't blame you, Jack. I've been on a few
Fucking
frozen lakes
gone.
in my life, and it's always nerve-wracking.
God damn it.
We should have just fucking gone around.
I know, Mike.
Too fast.
Once that ice started to go, there wasn't nothing any of us could do.
Walking up to him is fucking dumb. Yeah, that's why I didn't. That's why I covered.
listen to her, Clem.
And Bonnie
This
went
ain't
up.
on you. You son of a bitch! This is your fucking fault!
You know, I kind of blame
Kenny,
Bonnie for this
don't,
one.
man.
So what?
It's nobody's damn fault.
The hell it ain't!
I just need a fire, please.
I'm freezing. Can we just get a fire started?
Look at this place. Just a stack of
Yeah,
fucking toothpicks.
Doc is correct, and
Bet
if you're
those
on your
magical
own,
supplies are
if you're
bullshit,
on your
too.
own, try to float
What?
when you go
No
through the
speaking
ice
of English?
and slap yourself down on the ice and try to freeze yourself to the ice to pull yourself
Call
up.
me piece of shit.
You won't be able to grip it at all, but you can utilize the water that's on you, getting exposed to air, slapping it down on the...
You mother.
Oh my God damn it, I'm cold! Can I please have a fire?
Just stop.
Come on, Kenny. Pro tip number 2, don't go on thin ice. Yeah, we should have taken the shoreline.
This sort of thing.
Wait, did he just say lose your taste for this sort of thing?
There's another just like it. He wasn't lying.
You want to tell me how a can of fucking chili is gonna help?
How is beating a kid to death gonna help anyone?
This is your fault, and you damn well know it.
I don't know if I agree with that, but I wish everybody could chill the fuck out, except for me. Start a fire, please!
I'm tying him up.
Fine. Mike, help me get a fire started.
You okay? He's hurt real bad.
Mike!
Yeah. Yeah, okay. You got a light?
Find a can opener and you all can chili the fuck out.
You kept it.
Yeah, I know, right, Dark Cat? If only it was that easy.
Let me take a look at you, kid. Jesus. He could have killed you. What the fuck is wrong with him?
You're up. Kenny's out back trying to get some stupid truck started. Here, you should eat something.
You okay?
Thank you.
I can't believe he's gone. I've lost people before, but it just hasn't felt this shitty in a while.
He cared about you too, Jane. I know he did.
God damn it. I shouldn't have come back. I knew this would happen. I knew it.
Well, I'm glad you did.
I'm gonna find something to clean that up.
Thank you. Thank you.
I can't take this shit anymore.
Feeling better?
Yeah.
Hell of a day. But we gotta get moving. If you're feeling up to it, I could use a hand out back with this truck. This house ain't worth a crap, but the vehicles ain't in bad shape. With a little luck, we can get one fixed up, be out of here by nightfall.
The middle of the...
Now?
Look, Clem, I know we're all hurting, but I need your help here, okay? I'll wait for you out back.
I'll watch him.
Was the glasses guy tied up? He's the... Yeah, exactly what Therapist said. He's the one that led the group to them and staged the ambush.
Just be careful.
Some of the group is being sympathetic to him because he lost his sister, but I don't feel as sympathetic because he put his sister in the middle of a gunfight. He willingly brought her to an ambush, and then they lost the ambush. So, like, I don't know.
What did she have to say? I know she was running her mouth. What did she say?
You shouldn't have done that to Arvo.
I know. I know, Clem, but
I
Luke...
don't care. You can't do that.
Jesus, Clem, you know me. You know I'm not like that.
You scared me. You scared all of us, Kenny.
It won't happen again. That's a promise. What happened? It's over. But AJ needs us now. We gotta stick together on this thing, all right? Come on. Let's see if the truck's gonna go. My daddy always had a half-dozen wrecks he was fixing up.
Till it happens
He was a
again,
mean
exactly,
son
comfortably numb.
bitch. But he taught me respect. Girl like Jane could learn a thing or two about that.
We're all just tired.
Try to mediate a little bit.
I've been tired for 2 years. All right, give it a turn.
That's a fair observation, Dark Cat. His sister turned, so she was gonna die, ambush or not. Yeah, I mean, that also leads to the to what I was saying, Napez, is like, but if she was in that condition, then why bring her out there if she really was that ill, you know? I actually don't even know how she died. Like she could have gotten shot through the heart or something like that and not damaged the brain, so she turned. I didn't really catch that. I've never caught it before. But if she was in a frail state, then she shouldn't have been out there to commence with. So yeah, I don't know. It's difficult for me to feel sympathy for someone that willingly leads a group to ambush someone when clearly, like we were talking about it earlier, chat, where it was either the chewing gum or it was the firearm. It is totally reasonable for someone who pulls a firearm on you, who still maintains a level of distrust, to not return a firearm to them if you seize it from them. That's not, I don't see that as theft. I see that as self-preservation. If Jane stole some chewing gum, yeah, that's theft. I'm not gonna deny that. But does it warrant an ambush? It's like, it's either disproportionate or it's unnecessary. One of the two. Either we took a gun that they clearly didn't need because they had enough, and they had enough ammo to stage a gunfight, or an ambush, or it was chewing gum and people died over some fucking chewing gum. So Google says his sister was shot in the chest by Kenny. Gotcha, therapist. Okay, thank you for clarifying that, because I didn't know. She turned very quickly, but that, see, like that right there prevents me from having sympathy for Arvo, because he put his family, his vulnerable family, in the position of a firefight. They knew it was going to be an ambush. Like, I don't know. I don't feel it. I don't feel sympathy. Like, there's no winners in war. It doesn't determine who's right. It determines who's left. That old saying. But if you lose, it might be a shitty thing for me to say. I don't care though. Like, if you stage an ambush, and you lose the ambush, nobody is walking away from that ambush, because you've proven yourself to be a combatant that is going to do like slimy, scummy things, and attack a community that has children in it. So I just don't feel any sympathy for Arvo. Maybe that's cold of me to think that way, but it's the way that I feel. And that's the beauty about these games, is you get to kind of express your emotion through the game and the way that you would handle a situation. And yeah, I don't know. Like, I also feel a little bit of resentment towards Bonnie for not keeping a cool head on the ice. She's 100% the reason why Luke fell through. I also believe that if I would have approached Luke, that we would have fallen through anyway, because at that point the ice is broken. I don't necessarily let that determine how I interact with Bonnie, though, because Bonnie was acting out of like this sort of instinctual, I don't want to say love for Luke, but clearly they had something together, so there was an emotional attachment. And so I get it. I get it a little bit more. But like, if you were missing a pistol, or if someone stole chewing gum from you and your answer is to rally the troops, bring your family, and go stage an ambush, I don't know. I'm not going to encourage Kenny to beat the shit out of him. I'm going to tell him to stop when he starts. but I'm not going to lose any sleep over his black eye. You know, I do think it's right that he's tied up and kind of kept on a short leash. So if anything, it's a little bit inhumane that we're stringing him along. I wish that we would have just dropped him back there. So Arvo gives me shifty vibes. Yeah, what you said earlier, Kat, with the Russian guy turning, that's the thing, is that like he is alive and he is still afforded opportunity, should it present itself, for him to turn on us because we're the ones that killed his sister. Like, to me, like I said, we should have just dropped him out there with all of the other bodies and moved on. So, Dancing Zombies, what's going on? It's been a minute since I've seen you. Good to see you tonight. Also, Dark Cat, thank you very much for the gifted sub. Jack, you are no stranger. Welcome back in. Emotes and ad-free viewing, all courtesy of Dark Cat and their generosity. HaLLoW, I agree 100%. Yeah, and like I acknowledge that I might be cold for saying that, but at the end of the day, it was a cold act that they did. Violence begets violence, and if you win the fight, then the best thing that you can do is make sure that no one is left to return and redo that cycle of violence. So we somehow got the upper hand in an ambush. That's not something that happens often. We've been in the apocalypse long enough not to be too kind to anyone. Yeah, there is a flip side of that though, Therapist. You want to build a community. So, like, I understand the level of benevolence that Mike is showing and that Bonnie is showing, that protective sort of nature of like, hey, don't do that. But at the same token, that guy doesn't have a clean slate with us. He hasn't gotten off on the right foot. He presented his worst self in 2 different instances. It's probably not best. And I actually agree with, I can't remember who said it, but I agree with, I think it might have been Dark Cat or Cat the Weather Lady. He was hoping for some people to fall through the ice while we went across. I think I even asked if there was another way around in the dialogue options, or somebody else did. I can't remember, but like we could have taken the shoreline. It would have taken an extra, 20 minutes in a little bit of snow and some dead weeds. So I don't know. Regardless of how or why it happened, I feel like Arvo is always going to carry animosity about his sister's death. Yeah, exactly. And it's probably going to be directed at the whole group, not just Kenny. So yeah. Never leave a live enemy behind you. Yeah. Yep. Catman, what's up, brother? How you doing? 38 damn months of making me your one and only. Welcome in, Catman. Good to see you tonight. I hope you're doing wonderful. Thank you so much. Can I get some blankies in my chat? Easiest for him to blame the literal person or people on the firing side of the weapons. Yeah, exactly. I think he would blame the whole group, and he wouldn't bat an eye at starting another ambush. If that's what he did, again, over either a stolen pistol, which I will reiterate, I don't believe was stolen. I believe it was disarming and retention of the firearm, or stolen chewing gum, which is even worse. Then what if that's what he did for that? Then what are they going to do? What is he going to do now that we're the reason why his sister is dead? Clearly, she was the one that he cared a lot about from our first interaction that we had. So yeah, I don't know. Thanks again, Catman. I appreciate you a lot. Thank you so much. Dancing Zombies, thank you for the hydration. Cheers. Hang on, let me see here. What was that one? He's another mouth to feed and an enemy in the eyes of war. Yeah. Yeah, you're right, Napez. Exactly. He literally tried to kill y'all. Yeah, exactly, Therapist. It's okay to not be kind to him. I think that Mike and Bonnie have misplaced their benevolence. I think it serves a purpose and it needs to exist, but I don't think it needs to be shown to this individual. So I think you get what I'm saying. Counterpoint, he did find a shit ton of meds. He did, yeah, and we did get some food. We did. But now the question becomes at what cost, and we will figure that out as the episode goes along. Because I don't even remember everything. The story beat that I was talking about at the beginning of the stream that I remember was Luke dying. His death was different, though.
Thing running, and then we can get out on the road. Really make some distance.
I'm pretty sure that the last time that I played, I approached Luke.
Gotta be out there.
Because I theorized that maybe I would be lighter.
Can't all be bunk.
Than Bonnie.
I mean, hell, there's got to be something out here other than snow and goddamn Euro trash.
Jesus, Kenny.
What about Mexico?
Why? You want a taco?
I've never been there.
I went once, a long time ago, just before I met Kat. All right, turn it again. Did
Same
you turn
with
it?
Nick,
Yes.
Jack. Same with Nick.
God damn it!
Uh-oh. I want a taco. Everyone wants a taco.
We'll get it working.
We gotta get moving if we're gonna keep AJ alive. We're running out of time. I gotta get this thing to start. Gonna try warming up the battery. Go on inside. I don't like leaving him with that girl.
And he still has so much animosity to Jane, even though Jane was very apparently the one that got us out of that pinch in the gunfight earlier. Who's to say that that guy doesn't totally blast Kenny? He had better cover than Kenny did. It not only was more resilient cover, it was a boulder versus a tree, which, yeah, it was a well-grown tree, but like you can wrap a tree very easily and get that angle back. You can't wrap that boulder. He's got a lot of options behind that boulder. Jane sneaking up behind him with the knife was the only thing that would have ended that. Or a shitty peek on the other guy's part. He looked up while Kenny had the angle.
Wish they'd finished this place.
All right, let's go talk to Bonnie. See how she's doing. Want some cinnamon twist from Taco Bell? Oh my god, I forgot about those, Kat.
What do you want?
Hey, what do I want?
I'm sorry about Luke.
Sorry. It must be nice being a pretty little girl. What? No one ever expects you to do a damn thing. You and I both know you had a chance to save Luke. You and I both know what happened back there. I got nothing more to say to you.
Oh boy. I think Jane was right in the last episode. Everything is falling apart. And the only good people are dead now. I did not expect that to happen. It's a very different conversation if you go and try to save Luke. But if memory serves, it breeds animosity from other people in the group. Or broken in Kenny's case. Yeah, coffee night. Hurt people hurt people.
Mike and Arvo wouldn't shut up, so I moved him in here.
God damn it!
I know, Jack. It's either Bonnie that goes or
Seen
me that
that
goes. He drowns either way.
Son of a bitch! Oh, damn it.
I can't believe what he did to Arvo.
Next time, he's gonna kill him. Do you really want to be around for that? I know Kenny's a nice guy, Clem. I bet Carver was a nice guy, too. Once. Probably had a nice job, and a nice, pretty wife.
It's a good analogy.
Then all this happened. And one day, he caved some kid's face in and realized he could sleep at night. You two have known each other a long time. Sooner or later, you're gonna have to decide how much that's worth. I think it needs food or something. Seems like you've done that before.
Want to try?
No way. It's gonna puke. Clem, no.
It's gonna puke. I can tell.
Hold it like this.
Hey. Hi. My name's Jane. I think it's gonna puke.
It's not gonna puke.
It puked. It puked.
I knew it.
Gross.
Kenny's our boy, though. You know, therapist, sometimes nostalgia can really fuck
There's
you
not
over.
much left.
I was running with some people a long time ago.
Can pin you down and trap you in the past.
Some guy got trapped in the middle of a crosswalk. Can't remember his name. He used to call me Mary Jane. He was a douchebag. Anyway, the dick got stuck under a car hiding from a dozen walkers. One after another, they went down there trying to save him. Lost 4 people before we got him out.
So he made it?
Didn't find out till later he was already bit. Turned and ripped the neck right out of this old lady. The look on her face was... she was just staring up at the sky, like she was watching a bird.
Therapist.
Look, Clem.
Let me have my nostalgia. You want to know? Hang on, I'm going to pause it. They got the truck working. Therapist, I'm going to tell you a true story. I suffered a personal loss many years ago, and after like a year and a half or 2 years, my best friend recommended that I talk to someone because like I had adjusted pretty fine and he was concerned about me. And I thought about it and I was like, you know what? I should probably talk to someone. Just make sure that everything's going all right up in the noggin, that I'm not, missing anything. So I found a nice person who was, I can't remember if they were a psychologist or a therapist. It doesn't really matter anyway. They told me that I didn't need to talk to him after like 2 sessions because we kept talking about them. It was really fun. It was quite, I think you could probably imagine how those conversations went. Very similar to what I just had with you. It was fun asking about his family and stuff and giving him perspective.
Works. What'd I tell you?
So what's the plan?
How much food do we have?
At least a week.
And for the baby?
Let's just get out of the
Yeah,
snow.
let's focus on simple goals at first.
I agree. We should head back south.
What?
We're gonna freeze to death. I don't know whose stupid idea it was to march up here in the first place, but it was a bad one.
She's right.
What if we went back to HaLLoW's?
Wait, what? Fuck that. I was thinking more like Texas.
Texas? The fuck?
It was just an idea.
We already talked about this.
I'm sorry. We did?
We're going to find Wellington. Right, Clem?
Wellington?
Kenny, it's freezing up here, man.
It's only gonna get worse.
We came this far. We're not going back.
Nah, man.
I'm
this is
tired.
fucking nuts.
We don't have to leave right now. Let's just sleep on it.
Well, that sounds sensible.
Damn it, we don't have time.
Says you.
Look, I don't give 2 shits about what you people think. I got this truck working, so I say where we go. And we're heading fucking north. It's the best chance we got of helping AJ.
What about Arbo?
Who? Oh, the Rusky? Yeah, he ain't coming with us.
You're just gonna leave him here?
I don't give a good goddamn where he goes. He's done.
He could die.
Better him than another one of us.
He knows the area. He can help us.
Oh yeah, some help he's been. He got Luke killed.
I ain't gonna say he helped the situation, but maybe if you'd eased up on him before, he wouldn't have run away in the first place. You ever think about that, Kenny?
Either way, I'm not going anywhere in the middle of the night.
Yeah, me neither. There could be a herd out there.
You want that child's blood on your hands, Mike?
We're all gonna die out here if you don't calm the fuck down, Kenny.
Haven't we been through
If the
enough
truck
for one
dies,
day?
like we're stranded.
Jesus
The
fucking
house is a
Christ.
way better
Remember the
option,
last
even though
time
it's
we had a
unfinished.
working car and sat around on our asses, Clem?
I'm going inside.
God damn it!
Kenny, are you okay?
That's another good point, Dark Cat. The truck is very loud. I'd be like, why are we
Better talk
deflecting?
sense into him. For his sake.
We had a really good conversation the first time I got together with him, therapist. Everything after that was small talk that just evolved into congenial back and forth, conversation. We covered a lot in that first one. As you can imagine, I like to talk and get right into
Get the
things.
fuck out of here!
Oh no.
It's me.
Clem. Sorry, just give me a second. Close the door. Can you believe this, Clem? I bring them a working truck, and they act like I just shit in their cereal. I knew Jane'd have a stick up her ass, but I thought at least Mike'd have more sense. He's turned out to be a real disappointment.
Well, why can't we just leave tomorrow?
Look, we got maybe a day's worth of food for that kid left. That's it. Clem, think about Rebecca and Alvin. I mean, what if Lee hadn't gone tearing across half of Georgia looking for you? A lot of folks died to make that happen. A lot of folks died to get us this far. We owe it to them to see this done. I wish Lee was here. What you think he'd say?
I think he'd tell me that he doesn't have all the answers. And to keep my hair short.
We can't just give up on this kid. I mean, what's the point of going on after that? That's what people like Lee knew, and what people like Jane won't ever understand. Look, I know Wellington might be bullshit, but where there's smoke, there's fire. Krista heard about it too, right? You know, when I first saw you back at that lodge, I thought I was dreaming. And when you sat down next to me and we shared that meal, well, I could tell that you were different now, grown up. I felt pride, a pride I hadn't felt in a long time. But I need you now, Clem. There have to be folks doing better than us. It's the only chance that child has.
Yeah, but we can't do it alone. We need the others.
And that's why I gotta be able to count on you, Clem. We gotta convince him. You and me.
I mean, we can try, but there's free will.
We'll figure everything out in the morning.
Okay, good. That was the matter, the issue.
Get some sleep, so we gotta be ready.
Very first thing we had to tackle. Let's go get some rest. That happens and it dies, it's all bad. Yeah, exactly, Dark Cat. Like, even if it just dies where it's at, it'd almost be worse than if it died on the roadway. But if it died on the roadway, then, you know, you're shit out of luck. That thing isn't going to retain heat as well as the house will. You got way more air inside of the house that'll take time to, you know, to cool down. That truck is going to get really chilly really fast. HaLLoW likes to talk. I never would have known. What's up, Espresso? Hello. How you doing? Happy Tuesday, friend. How's life? I don't like the fact that he's unrestrained right now, but... Oh, fuck.
Easy. Easy now.
Step back.
Clem.
Yeah, I don't know. He's got a gun on me. You remember last time he had a gun? You remember what happened?
Doing?
I got the rest of it. Clem.
We're just leaving. Now keep it down, all right?
That's everything we have.
Listen, we just gotta get away from that guy, Clem, okay?
Who? Kenny?
Clem, damn it, we don't have time for this.
You're right. Let me put the front sight over Arvo.
Let's just go.
Because you guys don't have guns, and then we can handle it.
All right, Clem. Now I'm gonna walk up to you nice and slow, and you're gonna give me the gun, okay?
Kenny! Jane! Help! They're robbing us!
No!
Clem! Jesus!
God, Mike, we have to go. Just leave her.
did you do? Clem, what did you do? Clem! Clem!
Clem! Clementine!
Lee?
It's just a bad dream, Sweet Pea. What was it about? Duck?
He's bit.
We don't know how this works yet. Maybe it's like a cold. His mom's a doctor. Maybe she can help him.
It's not like a cold.
No, it's probably not.
I feel bad.
Why?
I called him a crybaby when I hid the bug in his pillow.
Oh, that's okay, honey.
Cold
You didn't mean it.
water.
Thanks, Captain Vimes. Cheers.
Lee,
Hmm?
why did Lily do that to Carly?
I don't know. She was sad, Clem. That can make people angry sometimes.
Have you ever been that angry?
One time. Clem, people don't always make sense.
How come?
Because bad things happen to everyone. And it's hard to keep being yourself after they do. Do you think we should have let Lily stay?
I don't know.
I don't either. I don't know if we did the right thing.
How can you tell?
Well, it's not like math, Clem. Sometimes there just isn't a right answer.
I hate math.
Me too, Sweet Pea. But part of growing up is doing what's best for the people you care about, even if sometimes that means hurting someone else.
I don't want to hurt anyone.
It's not that easy.
I'm scared, Lee.
What can I tell you to make it better?
That you won't leave me.
Oh, I wouldn't do that. I promise. Everything's gonna be all right. Now let's try to get some sleep.
Okay, Lee.
On the left! Slow down!
Shut up!
She's awake.
I forgot all about that sequence.
Hey, you.
Clem! Oh, thank God.
You passed out from the shock.
What happened?
That piece of shit Rusky shot you.
We had to run the truck to keep you warm. How do you feel?
It hurts.
Couldn't find the bullet. Must have gone clean through. It'll burn a while, but you'll be fine.
Those sons of bitches. I mean, I expected it from the Russian. But Mike? I could tell they were working on something.
I didn't think they'd go that far.
Yeah, well, who would steal our food and shoot a kid? We never should have thrown in with trash like that in the first place.
I can't believe they did that.
I don't think they knew what they were doing, except trying to get away.
Yeah, well, they're gone now. Good fucking riddance.
Now that Clem's awake, we should talk about where we're going.
We're headed north.
What, to find Wellington?
You sure talk a lot of shit, but you got a better plan?
We head south, back to HaLLoW's.
Carver's camp? The fuck kind of plan is that?
I think Bonnie said there was more formula back there. And we actually know where it is.
And it was overrun by a damn herd.
The walkers should be gone by now.
I don't care
She's
where
right,
we go.
but just shut up.
Please, stop arguing.
She's the one that's going off.
Because you won't listen to a thing I'm saying.
What's that? You're talking into my bad ears, sweetheart.
Jackass.
Oh, I still can't hear you.
Look, even if there is someplace up here, it could take us weeks to find it. We could get back to HaLLoW's in a day.
Tell you what, we can turn around just as soon as you pry this wheel from my cold, dead fingers. How's that sound?
Whatever. I give up.
Get your feet off the dash.
It's not even your truck, Kenny.
I spy, with my little eye, an asshole. Your turn.
Grow up.
Go to hell.
I'll pull this fucking car over.
Go ahead.
You want to die out here?
Better than waiting to die next to you.
Oh, wait, no. Wrong one, wrong one.
Clem, it's
Oh, shit. No,
Let
that
her
wasn't
run
what
her
I wanted
mouth.
to say.
I am done playing games with you, Jane.
Fuck you. You don't know a damn thing about me.
Oh, I know exactly what you are. Nothing. Nobody cares about you. And you don't care about nobody but yourself. That makes you nothing.
What is it with you? It's your family, right?
Don't.
It is, isn't it?
I'm warning you, you little shit.
You're just another type A asshole trying to save a bunch of dead people.
Watch the road.
I am, goddammit. You listen to me. You mouth off about my family, and I will fucking end you.
Jesus Christ, I'm so sick of this wounded warrior crap. Just pull over. I can't take this.
What? Running away again? What a fucking shocker. In the end, still only care about yourself, right?
And where were you when Sarita died, Kenny? Huh? Where were you?
I was there. I couldn't... God damn you, I love that woman!
Nobody who died is anyone's fault. We all wanted to be together, and it just went bad. But we owe it to them.
I hope you
to
feel
try to
better,
make
Dr.
the best
Garrett.
of
Have a
this.
good
I'm
night,
sorry,
man.
Clem, but I can't put up with this bullshit anymore.
Oh, the feeling's mutual.
You know the thing about people like you, Kenny? You're just a bomb waiting to go off. Everyone talks about you behind your back because they're afraid of you.
That ain't true.
Mike, Bonnie, Sarita.
Fucking liar, that ain't true!
Everyone around you knows that sooner or later, they're gonna end up dead. Sarita knew it, I know it, and so does Clementine.
I told you not to talk about my family!
Fuck you!
You fucking piece of
The
shit!
road.
hell,
Hi,
you
the
son of a
road.
bitch.
The road.
You okay?
I'm fine.
How's AJ?
He's fine.
You sure?
Yes.
Clem, you alright?
Yeah.
Kenny, I'm...
Wait, hold on.
Go around.
One of them might have diesel.
We shouldn't stop here.
We're running on fumes. Got no choice. When I holler it's okay, drive up closer. Anything happens, I'll try to meet you there. Alright?
If you're going, go now.
Kenny.
That incorrect choice I had a moment ago, I think is kind of fair because Jane sort of continued to egg on the argument,
I'm
so
serious,
it's fine.
Clem. I tried, but I just can't.
You're both losing it.
Clem, everyone's like that around him. You know that.
Yeah, but if you needle him while he's driving, it's not going to do anything. I think that we should go back to Carver's
Clem,
camp because we know where it is and
right
it won't
now.
take a long
Are
time.
you serious? What about AJ?
Look, I know you're close to him, but Kenny would never let him go. This is our chance, Clem. Don't you ever want to know what it's like to live your own life?
Oh, no.
It's snowing. Why are they moving?
They must not be cold enough yet. Fuck. Get us out of here!
I don't know how to drive.
See that pedal on the floor? Step on it! Don't just sit there!
Ah!
Jesus!
Oh God!
Oh, get out of there! The door is stuck! Shit! Shit! There are more of them! Move!
Oh no.
Clem! Clem, hurry!
I don't know where to go!
Now, hurry!
I have no idea where to go. There's no, I'm WASD. Oh, okay.
Jane! Jane, wait!
Oh no.
Jane!
Let's also remember that Clem is actively bleeding from a gunshot wound to the upper right chest. Or the upper left chest, excuse me. What's up, Kaloni? See one right there. Yeah, there's not even a bandage on it, Dark Cat. You're right. I'm gonna just give a wide berth around the walkers. Hope they don't give us any trouble. We have the nail file, but that's hardly a good weapon. There might be a bandage under a jacket. Yeah, you're not wrong, Spence. It's a real possibility that they removed the jacket and put a dressing underneath. Just gonna keep going for the tree line. Oh, well, Kenny stepped out of the truck when we encountered a roadblock after an argument between him and Jane. He was looking for some diesel. Some shots ran out when he was outside of view. And Jane turned the truck on and told us to floor it. Clem put the pedal down. Walker went through the windshield. We crashed the truck. And Jane left. We got separated.
Kenny.
Here's Kenny.
You all right?
Yeah,
Hey, Ronmo.
Where's the kid?
he's with her.
You left him with her? Jane? Jane!
Wait,
Oh, thank Christ. Jane, you okay? Where's the kid? Jane, where is he?
oh my God. He's...
What are you saying? No. No!
No, not again. Not again.
Clem, look at me. No matter what happens, just stay out of it. Okay? Just trust me, Clem.
I don't understand.
You have to trust me. You're gonna see what he really is.
Kenny, calm down. Don't Don't do anything stupid.
Get out of my way.
Kenny?
How could you kill a fucking child?
I didn't kill him! It was an accident, Kenny!
I won't back down from you, Kenny.
Shut up!
We can't kill each other. Not after all this. We're all that's left.
Stay out of this, Clem.
Clem, stay back. Don't you come near me, you son of a bitch.
Kenny! Get the fuck off!
Fuck you!
Stop! Please! Jane! Oh my god!
This is all your fucking fault!
Piece of shit!
Just go! Fucking psycho!
Run!
Not happening.
Please.
Move.
Fucking kill you!
Stop! It's over! Listen to me!
Get her! Fucking baby killer!
God damn it!
I'll fucking kill you!
I knew you would!
Fuck you!
Clem!
I'm sorry, chat.
Are you okay?
Yeah. Yeah, I think so.
Clem. You made the right choice. I let you down. I let everyone down.
Why did you make me do this?
I'm sorry, Clementine. We almost made it. We were close, weren't we? I thought I wanted this, asked for it so many times. Now that it's happening, I'm scared. I'm afraid, Clem.
It's okay, Kenny. You're going to see Katja and Doug. You're going to see them again.
Oh, you're always good for a smile.
AJ! Oh my god.
No, Jack. Please don't.
Are you okay? He's alive.
I understand if you're upset. AJ was never in any danger. I was just going to try to talk you into coming with me. I just thought if you saw Kenny like that, you'd know we'd have to leave him. Look, Clem, I'm sorry. I didn't think Kenny would go that far.
I don't understand.
Kenny was dangerous, and I needed you to see that, one way or another.
What are you saying?
I had to do it, Clem. You saw how he reacted. I had to show you what he was capable of. It was a stupid plan. I should never have lied to you, but I thought it was the only way you'd see.
The problem was I agreed with her.
Kenny, you have to forgive me. Please. We can just leave all this behind us. Please. I did it for you, Clem. For us. We're free now.
I'm not going anywhere with you.
Clem. Please. I did this for you. I can't do this alone. Okay? Is that what you want to hear? Clem?
And that is the other big story beat that I remember from this episode. Unfortunately, going into it, I knew that I was going to shoot Kenny, but I wasn't sure whether or not I was going to go with Jane. At the end of the day, I still believe that Kenny was too far gone to be saved, but Jane's role in that was to facilitate his survival until he could come back from the brink. She forced his hand into losing it and lied about the one thing that mattered most to him in the world. And as much as I wanted to go with Jane for the survival aspect of it, I couldn't for the morals. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the end of Season 2. I've got to say that I've played this particular episode, I think, 3 times. Once prior to being on YouTube, once on YouTube, and now this for the 3rd time. And every single time, it is just as difficult. I was in agreement with Jane, but Jane needed maturity and to rise to the moment. And like I said, facilitate Kenny's survival as best as possible. To that same token, Kenny was absolutely bringing the group down and was going to probably facilitate our demise by searching for something that did not exist. But Jane didn't need to do that in order to get me to, quote unquote, see the light or, you know, come to realize that Kenny was too far gone. I already knew that. I expressed that through all the conversations that I had with Jane. I was reserved during, you know, moments where, like, she was laying out a good case. I didn't push back. I just let her speak. And at the end of the day, it is completely factual that Kenny was too far gone. But I'm not going to let him kill Jane in that moment because I don't know that AJ is alive. Even though I know it IRL, in the moment, I can't make that decision because Clementine doesn't know that. She thinks a horrible accident has just taken place. And the 2 people that are left in her life Unbeknownst to her, there's a third that is alive in a car. The two people that are left alive in her life that she cares about are about to kill each other. And so there comes a point where you have to choose. And unfortunately, the one that had the weapon that was threatening the other was Kenny. And who's to say that a true thing didn't happen where AJ would become mortally wounded later on that day or that week or whatever, and Kenny loses it in the same way that he did in this instance, but it wasn't Jane's right to falsely manufacture a situation where he lost it, because it's not a guarantee that that tragedy comes to pass. It was her doing it. Just because Kenny was vulnerable, and it was a fact that if it happened, he would get to that point, that does not give someone the right to falsely manufacture and create the scenario. That just shows ill will. She pushed him to that point with manipulations and then blamed him for reacting, in my opinion, appropriately. To be fair, I don't disagree with you. To be fair, I did not want to follow Kenny anymore. He needed to get out of the driver's seat. He was too far gone. He was reckless. He was not a good survivalist anymore. And he was chasing something that did not exist. He was emphatically making the wrong call going for Wellington. He doesn't know where it is. They're driving aimlessly in a snowstorm. Jane was without question correct. The one place that they should have gone is back to Carver's camp. They had formula, they had food, they had supplies, they had a building. Was it overrun by walkers? Yes. Cover yourself in guts, problem solved. That was where they should have headed towards. That was where they should have headed towards. Yeah, but you can work on that without pushing him over the edge. False. He was not having any of it. He was not taking them back to Carver's camp. That's what created the fucked up situation. And that's why I shot Kenny. I'm not saying that Jane was right because I didn't go with her in the end. But what I am saying is that Kenny was dead wrong and he refused to let anybody else. The point that I'm driving home here is he was already too far gone. Jane did not need to do what Jane did for Kenny to be too far gone. He was already jeopardizing everybody with his rash, emotional decision-making and not thinking critically about where they should have gone to give AJ the best chance. He was throwing a Hail Mary into a snowstorm. And who's to say that the car wasn't going to seize up at some point? If he got diesel out of one of those trucks and the herd didn't come by, great. Like, they could have kept going, but they didn't know where they were going. Kenny had no idea where this community was at. I do agree that Jane should not have done what she did. And had she not done that, I would have been far more on her side the entire time because Kenny was already too far gone. He didn't need the loss of AJ to bring him to that monstrous place, you know? Okay, let me read some of you guys' comments. Now there's two kids all alone against a world full of zombies. Yeah, you're right, Mr. Gorniak. And it's going to set up for an incredible season 3. You can't really say that Kenny was too far gone. I can. We will never know. He was. Before that happened, Spence, he was too far gone. He was manipulated to being pushed over the edge. Correct. Before that happened, he was too far gone, Spence. Before that happened, and I know, like I said all I said after you typed that, so now the context has been applied as to how I think. But Kenny was already too far gone. By choosing to chase something that was non-existent, that we didn't even know, A, where it was, or B, if it was still standing, and C, if it still had supplies there, if it had fallen. We did know where Carver's camp was. We did know what supplies they had there. And we also know that it was being protected by a herd that was let in there, which could have been circumvented by the guts camouflage that they use. So he was already too far gone in my eyes. I always go with Kenny. Therapist, so you look away and you let Kenny kill Jane, and then you go with Kenny at the end. Is that what you do? Jane is a manipulator. Yes, she is. Kenny, ride or die, in my opinion, is reckless. Kenny is not a survivalist anymore. He's operating purely on emotion at that point. Have a good night, Mr. Gorniak. Thanks for hanging out. Yes, there is season 3. There's 3 and 4, Caldwell. I'll be taking about a month break before I come back into season 3. Why was Kenny in the building, though? He was supposed to be searching the vehicles for Diesel. So a fight broke out, and we heard shots happen while we were in the truck, which implies that Kenny somehow got unexpectedly attacked by zombies, and he had to seek shelter. He probably couldn't make his way back to the truck, and even if he could, we floored it, and we took off without him. So the truck wasn't even where we left it. So that's why he probably sought shelter in a building. Kenny has been slowly losing it since season 1 when his wife and Duck died. Yeah, exactly, Napez, precisely. He was like, at the very least, he still had his wits about him, but he no longer did. At this point, he was too emotional and he was not thinking critically. He was not slowing down and calculating his moves for what would be the best option for survival. For not only himself, obviously not Jane, because he didn't give a shit about Jane, but Clementine and AJ. Those should have been the 2 things that were at his best interest. And I would also submit that with what happened with AJ, that would mean that Clementine is the last good thing in his life. So I personally can understand the anger that he would feel in that moment, but I don't agree with how he acted, because in that time, all he had to do was walk away with Clementine. But he chose to fight. He chose to fight without even knowing the circumstances of what happened to AJ. We don't know what happened when he wandered out into the snowstorm and Jane was left behind and was like, listen, you got to trust me, like whatever happens. You know what I mean? So yeah. Let me see here. I wouldn't look away. I'd stare and watch. But you didn't know what you know now, Doc. You did not know that Jane had manufactured the scenario. We do not find that out until after we make the decision of either Kenny or Jane. I just want to see a stabbing. Let me see here. Kenny snapped over and over, but every time it was excusable because of the target. She wanted to show Clem it would happen even without a valid justification. Kenny made no attempt to hear Jane out. Exactly. And we, as the omniscient controller of Clementine, were never provided any context as to what he found in that snowstorm. Did he find a bloody patch? Did he just find nothing and lose it? Like, what happened? There was no conversation. He just snapped. And he's done that repeatedly over all kinds of shit. All kinds of shit. He blamed Clementine for Sarita's death when Sarita got bit. And Clementine did what she could do to save Sarita. Every single step along the way since we ran back into Kenny in season 2, he has indicated instability at every critical juncture when he needed to be strong and foundational for the group. Sarita was arguably the person that kept him in line, and then she died, and that was it for Kenny. He no longer looked at Clementine as something to stay grounded for. He became vengeful, and he became angry, and he could not, obviously, control himself in the moment, even though we've already known up until this point that that was going to be how it always went. So, let me see here. I agree with Doc. I can't believe I said that. I'm going to let myself out. Let me see here. I love Kenny. This is kind of why I said what I said earlier too, therapist. Nostalgia can really fuck you over. And I don't mean you. I mean a person. A nostalgia, like, especially when it comes to friendships. Friendships of nostalgia, people change. And, like, thinking that you can ride out someone's bad qualities when they just seem to progress. That's not how it works. I've ended friendships before in the past because somebody changed for the worse. They became a bigot. They became, they became damaging to be around. Let me see here. I agree that Kenny was fucked up. However, I disagree with your opinion that Clem couldn't know that AJ was still alive. Jane made an effort to strongly suggest it. What Jane said was, you have to trust me. Don't get in the middle of it. You have to see what he is. And I think that as an adult, we can infer what they're talking about. But Clementine is a kid who said kissing stuff earlier. Clementine doesn't have a frontal lobe to really grasp what Jane is talking about. At least that's the way that I see that character. She can't see that far into the words that Jane is saying. And if she could, she probably would have indicated that prior to the fight and also not looked as surprised or confused when she finally did discover AJ after Kenny had been shot. Kenny wasn't too far gone, not saying he was going in the right place, but Kenny was still doing what he believed was best. Yeah, but people who are too far gone are doing what they believe is best. Chasing a community that is nowhere to be found with no like there's no road signs, there's no GPS, there's no come here and we'll help you. He was looking for something that did not exist and was not a guarantee. His whole shtick of wanting to leave, the whole reason, the foundational purpose of why he fixed the truck up to go was because AJ had a day left of food. So you tell me, is it a better option to go looking for Wellington, which we don't know where it's at? It's north. That's it. It's just north. Or do we go back to a place that we know has formula? Kenny refused to go back because it would have meant he had to admit that his destination, his chosen strategy was incorrect, and he was going to listen to Jane, which he did not want to do because of his animus for Jane. He didn't feel like Jane was trustworthy, and therefore everything that she said was a lie. When in fact, Jane, right up until the point that she sabotaged Kenny, was correct. Going for Carver's camp is emphatically the correct play. That is the place where you know it has food, and then you can stock up. You can get the formula for AJ. You can probably find some diesel there. Obviously, there's going to be a risk with the zombies, but at least you know where it's at, and you have a strategy that you can overcome the herd with, which is the guts camouflage. Let me see here. Just got back from a 4-hour meeting. Mentally exhausted, understatement. Welcome in, Collins. Good to see you, man. It's been a long night. I never liked Jane. Yeah, Jane and Kenny are meant to be divisive figures. I don't prefer one over the other, but I do believe that Jane is a better survivalist. I obviously don't think that that matters at all anymore because of AJ's, because of what happened with AJ's, because of what happened with AJ and the circumstances in which she lied. Jane left time and time again, but also returned. I think Clem made the wrong choice. Jane coming back showed her dedication to Clementine. Kenny didn't have any moment where he showed dedication to Clementine. It might have been taken now or raided. So don't forget what I said though, Mom. It is protected by the herd. The whole entire camp died. Like they got overrun. They were done. It is protected and swarmed by the herd, and nobody else knows really that there's stuff in there. People drive by or they navigate by and they see the zombies and they say, I want to stay the fuck away from that. You know, they move on. Not everybody knows about the blood camouflage, the guts camouflage or whatever. But you bring up a great point that Jane left over and over and she came back, and it was because of Clementine. It was 100% because of Clementine. Let me see here. It's one of my character defects. I honestly, therapist, you're not alone in that. Like, I struggle with that. I maintain friendships far past the point where I should have at certain moments in my life because of nostalgia. And that's why I feel that way now. It's not to say that I'm perfect with it at all. It's still going to fuck me over in the future. And it'll fuck over other people too that know better. It's just how it goes. We want to take comfort in the way that things were in the past, hoping that they'll be that way again in the future. Kenny, all he had on his mind was the 2 kids chasing, who knows if it's a real place, but he only wanted the safety of the kids. The children's safety between Clementine and AJ would have been guaranteed by getting formula at Carver's camp. Jane guaranteed that there was formula there, and I think that that's a trustworthy statement. Prior to any of that happening, Jane was trying to get Kenny to turn around, and I think that argument in the truck was what pushed Jane to the limit of wanting to manipulate Kenny and getting rid of him right there, because she could see that, like, either I do this now or he's going to lead us to our deaths because he's not believing what I say, you know? Kenny as a dad who would do anything for those kids. I never trusted Jane. What kind of older sister would leave their siblings behind willingly? I would drag my sisters out, kicking, screaming, and tie them up and carry them out against their will. You don't let them sit there and die. Jane would kill Clem for a Klondike bar if it benefited her. Completely disagree with that last statement. Jane came back and saved Clem's life and killed someone that she then felt guilty over in the moment, even though she knew that she saved Clem. Also, everybody is owned. Everybody has their own free will. And I think that was the whole purpose of Sarah's character. She was there to demonstrate that you can try to drag someone along, but at a certain point, you're not helping them. You're helping yourself. You're not making them feel better. You are making yourself feel better, because the guilt that you would feel if you left them behind and honored their wishes would override your recognition of their grief and their unwillingness to continue. I believe that in life, it's different. In the apocalypse, though, if somebody wants to give up, I don't know what to say, but everybody has that choice, you know? And like what happened with Sarah, she could have died in the trailer, but then all that happened was she continued to go through the motions and get drug along. Also, I would submit, Jane went down to try to help Sarah. And when she failed to help Sarah, she came back up and apologized profusely to Clementine, saying that she tried everything that she could. But Sarah just couldn't be saved. Sarah had autism. She's a completely different case. How do you know that Jane's sister didn't have autism? Also, it's never actually disclosed that Sarah has autism. So I don't know if I agree with you putting a diagnosis on her like that. The adults didn't know how to support Sarah at all. The adults coddled Sarah. The adults absolutely set Sarah up for failure, 100%. But the moment that they actually started being honest with Sarah, she locked up. She completely locked up. I have it so I can see it. I think it's on the onus of certain individuals to figure out whether they have it or not. That's my own personal belief. I believe that someone should pursue a diagnosis and get it from someone who is accredited and has knowledge, not just experience with it, but has the knowledge of knowing how to diagnose it. Sarah, to me, at the end of the day, was set up for failure by her parents. I completely agree with that. The adults had no idea how to support her. She was locked up in a tower in a room and had absolutely no access to the outside world and had no ability to really grapple with what had become out there. Her father made so many remarks. I wish they had him conclude it. And again, Punzi, like what I'm saying is they didn't conclude it, so we can only operate with the information that we're given. And again, you don't know that Jane's sister wasn't like that because we never met her. Maybe she's what Clementine would have been had Lee not helped Clementine. What a fantastic observation, therapist. Lee helped Clementine navigate the world by guiding her and assisting her and rescuing her when she needed that, and always being steady, rock steady, on solid footing. And even after he got bit, he didn't let that slow him down at all. Kenny, not so much. Kenny locked himself away in his mind. He froze. He made emotional decisions. And he did things. He chose to do things all the way up until the very end that put them in harm's way. Let me see here. Hi, Francis. Thank you for the compliment. I appreciate it. It's good to see you tonight. No one knew if Wellington was there or not, though. Kenny believed it was there. Because through the episodes, they always said Wellington is the place. Carver's was still there, but just like Wellington, who's to say that the people, bad or worse, took over Carver's place? All in all, we will never know. But we do know where Carver's place was. And we do know it would have taken less than a day to get to Carver's place. At the end of the day, you can only operate in a survival situation based on the information that you have. You can't take crapshoots unless you have no other choice. And here's the deal, Spence. They had a choice. They could have chased something that they knew nothing about, or they could have gone back for something they did know something about, which I again would submit is being protected by a herd of walkers that swarmed the place and likely stayed there. And there was so much stuff there in addition to that. I'll grant that you're right, and my mom is right too. We don't know if it would have been run over. But it's better to go there and ascertain what the situation is and try to resolve that side of our lack of supplies from a place that we know exists, as opposed to Wellington, which not only we don't know where it exists, or we don't know if it exists, if it's still standing, if they're taking people in, but where it is and how far north it is. It's like it's just this thing that they keep talking about, obviously, but nobody knows where it's at. And if it's so popular, you would think that somebody at some point would know where it's at. Wait a minute. It's just a matter of time before Kenny crashed. Completely agree, Bay. I still don't agree with the way that Jane did it. I think, again, that Jane should have been the one to take the lead in the survival situation between the four of them, or 3.5 or whatever. Who says that Carver's place wasn't ransacked by the time they made it back? Because it was like 3 days, and there was a giant hurt. The question is not, see, what you're saying, Spence, is whether or not the existence of a camp and the circumstances in which it exists currently is somehow equivalent to whether or not another place even exists at all, let alone where it's at. We don't even know how to get there to ascertain the condition of Wellington. We do know how to get to Carver's camp, and we do know how to ascertain. And then once we get there, we can ascertain what the issues are, if the zombies are there, if it was ransacked. And I would also submit that formula is probably number one, top of mind, things that we need to get. We can eat chili. The baby cannot eat chili. Okay. We need to get formula for AJ. Nobody is going to take formula. It is exceedingly rare for people to have babies in the apocalypse. So if anything, if we're going into hypotheticals, which I'm not about the existence of Wellington, we really don't fucking know where it's at. That is a fact. And it is a fact that we know where Carver's camp is. If we're going to go into hypotheticals, then it is hypothetically likely that all the chili from Carter's camp is gone, but none of the formula is gone. None of the formula is gone. Maybe Wellington is so amazing that no one who finds it leaves. Another good possibility, Captain Vimes. Either going to Wellington or Carver's, neither was a guarantee. Going to Carver's was a guarantee because you can go there. You can't just go to Wellington because you don't know where it's at. I believe that Kenny saw the group was planning something and was trying to do right for the group and not just the kids. Which group, Mom? Why leave it behind? It's food. Probably because you would not think that, for the same reason that you're not going to bring diapers. Like, is formula a form of food? Yes. I think that they would also leave behind dog food. There are certain things that if you are presented with the option between baby food and canned chili, I'm assuming, again, we're talking about hypotheticals. I'm trying to deal in the facts of we don't know where one camp is, but we do know where the other camp is, and it's closer. If we're dealing in hypotheticals, adults are probably going to take the chili. Kenny was also food. God damn it, dog. God damn it. If they killed Carver, do you think they could have become the next boss and take it over? Do you mean like Jane and Kenny, like the four of them, if they could have become the next boss to take over the camp? Is that what you're saying, Punzy? No, the group, they all were. I think the group started a fracture. I think the group was done. I don't think anybody saw their robbery at night happening at all. That obviously caught everybody by surprise. Obviously, though, the cracks were starting to form. King Kenny ruling over the camp. Punzy, personally, I think that the best play would have been to get in, get the food that they need, and get out. Find a way, if they wanted to stay there, to remove the zombies from that place, but it would have been too dangerous because Kenny is half blind. I don't think he was wounded at all. I think he was just, like, except for his eye. Like, that's his wound. But I don't think he had any other wounds from, like, the gunfight earlier. Jane did not. Jane was completely healthy, but they're not in any condition to take over that camp at that point. You could go back to the farm. They had cheese. I don't know if Herschel would want to see us. Oh, are you talking about the dairy? On a nutrition to weight value formula, on a nutrition to weight ratio, the formula has more value. Madurin, you're not wrong. I don't think that an average person is going to be thinking about that, though. I think that they're going to see, you know, canned soup and canned chili. And like, I would imagine that the formula gets left behind like diapers. And if it's not going to be something that they make a lot of room for in their packs. Like if you try to hand a survivalist a bunch of formula for their bunker or a bunch of chili, they're probably going to take the chili. Again, dealing in hypotheticals, I'm just trying to state the fact that Wellington is an unknown. Carver's Camp is a known. We know where it's at. We know what they had. We know how to get there in less than a day. And it's worth the chance. It is absolutely worth the chance. Firefair, respectfully, I disagree. While it's not disclosed that Sarah was on the spectrum, there are enough hints throughout to infer that she had something, while Clem clearly does not. I agree that Lee set Clem up for success, whilst other adults didn't with Sarah, but they're completely different people with different attributes. Look at how often Clem didn't listen to Lee, and she still wasn't a burden throughout season 1. Some people just don't have the capacity to do any better, even with the ideal upbringing. All fair points, Fire Ferret. All fair points. I'm operating on the facts of whether or not, on the facts of what information that we are presented. And I totally agree that Sarah was different. I won't put a diagnosis on the character, though, because I don't have the ability to do that. And the only person that I would trust to be able to do that is someone that has a degree on their wall, not someone who I have Wolf Parkinson White. I have a terrible heart condition that will follow me for the rest of my life. I am not able to diagnose another person with Wolf Parkinson White. I do not have that ability. I know what it's like to live with it. I know what it's like to experience SVTs and VTs. I know what it's like to pass out because of lack of blood to my brain. I can't diagnose that in somebody else. I need to get them to someone who has a degree on their wall. That's the best way I can put it. So while I absolutely agree that Sarah was different, who is to say that she wasn't capable of handling it had she not been presented the information from day one of the outbreak? Keep in mind that we are years into the outbreak at this point. Carlos had every opportunity to start showing Sarah what the world was like, but they kept her away from it. They made no attempt to try and help her out with it. She showed some symptoms. However, that being said, she was also living in a sheltered life at the end of the world. Yeah, exactly. So some of those things can be skewed. HaLLoW, probably her doctor father. He was a I don't know what the term is. He was a physical doctor. Like he was not a surgeon, but he was like a practitioner, like a doctor. He wasn't a doctor of the mind. He wasn't a therapist or a psychologist. I'm not sure if it's ASD or any kind of developmental delay or intellectual disability. Exactly. See, therapist is the one that has a degree up on the wall that might actually be able to ascertain what's going on. Again, though, that's not, in my opinion, anybody else's place to say what it is unless you are someone that has a piece of paper up on their wall, that went to school for a long time and understands what to look for and how to handle one of those diagnoses. No one knows what they're capable of doing until they're put in that position. Yeah. There's also an exposure to that as well over time, like weaning somebody into that. Like I can't go out and get a tan right now. Okay. I am very pasty white. However, if you let me go out into the sun, from time to time and work up a little bit of resistance, eventually I'm going to be able to tan. I won't burn. Like I would if I stepped out into the sun for an hour without my shirt on right now. I would get a terrible burn. So there is an element as well of weaning somebody in to a circumstance which they might not be successful at the very beginning. No one can say that she has it for sure because writers never confirmed this. She could just be sheltered or has some trauma. Exactly, Napez. Like some kids just have developmental shortcomings where, something happened when they were young, or the way that the parents raised them. And again, like I said, that's why I will never try to do that for somebody. Putting a diagnosis on somebody is not for any, I don't want to say layman because it disregards it seems to overlook the experiences of people who have autism or who are on the spectrum. But I just like that is for the person and someone who knows what they're talking about to walk through on a one-on-one basis. And again, I would revisit the line that Jane said about Sarah, relating her sister to Sarah specifically and saying that they were similar. So who's to say that Sarah's sister didn't also have autism? Even though, again, or I guess I should say, didn't have the personality traits that were exhibited from Sarah. Because again, we don't know what it was. We don't know what it was. Coffee Rocket, have a good night. Thanks for hanging out. Ultimately, if she was real, you'd have to meet her and give her an actual exam to diagnose anything. Anyone who diagnoses based on videos is unethical and wrong. Exactly, Doc. Precisely. Again, I have Wolf Parkinson White. I cannot diagnose that in somebody else. I have had ventricular tachycardia on multiple occasions. I can't look at somebody else and diagnose them for that. I wouldn't even be able to do it if I had an EKG on me. I wouldn't even fucking know where to put the leads. I just know how to do it with a heart monitor. That's it. And I don't know what the sinus wave that I'm looking for is. I just know that when I feel a certain way, I call 911. So again, it comes down to someone who knows what they're doing, dealing with that, and we don't know. But again, my whole point is that factually, we don't know where Wellington is, and we know where Carver's camp is. We don't know what Wellington has, but we do know what Carter's camp has, and it was days ago when we saw it. I think in game we're talking like a week max. So yes, is there a possibility that somebody came in and raided the place? 100%. I believe that if we are dealing in hypotheticals, though, that it is far more likely that somebody would see a building, an old warehouse, overrun with zombies and be like, that place fucking sucks. Let's keep going. I don't want to deal with that. At least we all agree that Kenny was the fucking GOAT. I would agree that Kenny was the GOAT. I think that Lee was actually the GOAT, but after Lee died, Kenny was the next one. Something broke in him after Katja and Duck. And he just kept going downhill from there. Obviously, he spent a lot of time alone as well before he met Sarita, and that damaged his psyche a lot. I think the amount of times that he blamed Clementine for something bad that happened completely disillusioned me with him. When he blamed Clementine for Sarita, inexcusable. Absolutely inexcusable. You should never blame a child for something like that. That's immature, that's short-sighted, and it demonstrates that you are not thinking to your fullest capacity as an adult. You have been diminished to a certain extent. And even if it's excusable, that doesn't mean that you need to follow that line of thinking. Let me see here. I know where the leads go. Clear. Oh, goodness, Madurin. That's not an EKG. Counterpoint to the ethics debate in real people, fictional characters, I think discussing the speculation is fine. I think that if you discuss it, I think that art finds a way to bleed into real life. So unfortunately, I would disagree with you on that, Coffee Night, because of the fact that if people start trying to diagnose people in video games and in movies, and if the writers have never confirmed whether or not that was the case, then you start pushing that gray area. You start sneaking that line back a little bit. And before you know it, you start thinking those things in real life. Like, maybe not everybody, but it's enough to the point where practicing it in a piece of media with a fictional character, you should maybe not look at, maybe it's not so much that you would need to look at a therapist or a psychologist or somebody that is able to diagnose it accurately after multiple conversations and tests, and a willingness also from the individual that is in question, but rather look at the writers and see what the writers said. And I believe it was Napez that said earlier, according to them, they never specified and they never got into it at all. So, holy crap, you're still on the screen. Why are you leaving my stream and not coming back? Get back in here, fella. Be part of the conversation. You are absolutely right about that, but Kenny did see the error of his ways and apologized to Clem. What happens when the error of his ways that led him down that same path is an error that gets Clementine killed or puts them in a scenario where Clementine will be left alone? That is the whole point that I'm driving at here, Spence, is that Kenny demonstrated on multiple occasions that he no longer had Clementine's best interest at heart because he was too in his head. He had too much trauma, and he was not able to overcome it. I like to condescendingly suggest that someone has a personality disorder. Therapist! That's the only way to get through to me, actually. It's also important to keep in mind the level of social isolation Sarah experienced and what that would do developmentally. Exactly. I would also submit that Kenny experienced that same level of social isolation post rooftop hole dive when he got separated at the end of season 1 to when we re-encountered him in season 2. It sounds like he spent a good 9 months alone, something to that effect. And when Sarita found him, he was broken. Sarita had to put him back together. Yeah, but Kenny is a developing child. Still, social isolation will fuck a person up. I'm not denying what you're saying, Doc. Just because it's not to the same degree doesn't mean that there isn't truth to my statement, though. And Kenny clearly got damaged over those years, not just from the trauma of losing his family and losing his group, but also the immediate isolation that he went through right after that. It is not easy to come back from that sort of thing. I mean, what we're doing right now is literary analysis in the most notable way. We're discussing the symbolism provided in the dialogue we have in order to try and identify aspects of the text that have been explicitly stated. I would suggest that chat is doing that. I'm responding to you guys. All I was saying at the beginning was that going to Wellington is a bad idea because we don't know where it is. And Kenny clearly could not grasp that because he was not in the right mindset. He was not thinking from a calculated perspective. And he just wanted to disagree with Jane because he didn't trust her. But I'm going to go where chat takes me. Like, you guys run the show a hell of a lot more than I do. Hey, Pez, have a good night. Thanks for hanging out. I'm barely listening as I have a kitten causing trouble. I'm also surprised HaLLoW is still on the same screen. What the fuck? We're going to be gone for a little while, so I figure I'll spend a little bit of time on discussing and kind of breaking it down. Let me see here. Everyone made decisions because of their emotions the same way that Kenny did. You could say that one girl trying to get Luke on the ice cost Luke his life. Yeah, and that's why Bonnie shouldn't be in charge. And that's why I'm glad that she's gone and I never would have followed her. I feel more strong about Kenny than I do Bonnie, but I feel the same way. Because Kenny was the one that had the bond. Kenny was the one that had the bond with Clementine. Kenny should have known better in that moment. I agree with what you're saying. Absolutely, Spence. It's just you're in a way you're proving my point because of the fact that Bonnie should never have been in charge of shit. And in addition to that, she blamed Clementine on the stoop of the house and said, "It is your fault. You had a chance to save him and you did nothing." She is incapable of recognizing her mistake and reflecting on it and trying to be better in the future, which I don't blame her. She got the person that she loved killed. She literally manufactured the situation that guaranteed his death. At the very least, me covering him gave him an opportunity, but Bonnie snuck over. Yeah, in the words of Beyonce, we run this mofo. Yup, exactly. There's a ton of studies on social isolation having a negative impact, especially on people in prisons. Yeah, exactly. It doesn't just happen to children. Like, is it going to affect a child more? Yeah, 100%. Without a question. A year in a child's life is a much higher percentage than a year in an adult's life. The development of the brain is still working through many, many different phases. It's going to have a much larger effect on a child than it would an adult. But to say that it wouldn't affect an adult in the same manner, I think is dishonest. I think that it absolutely would affect an adult to the point where they would have to spend a lot of time working on themselves to try to get themselves back to normal after years of social isolation or even months. Jane always rubbed me the wrong way, but she was right about Kenny losing it. Jane shouldn't have lied about baby AJ dying. I agree with all that, Steffi. I do. I think it was a really shitty thing for her to do. I think that she manufactured the situation that got Kenny killed and robbed him of the opportunity of redemption. I also think that Kenny brought I also think that Kenny contributed to robbing himself of redemption because he was so pig-headed and would not listen to Jane's reason, would not hear that Wellington is not a guarantee and we don't even know where we're going, versus Carver's camp, which we absolutely know where that's at. All I'm saying is they should have taught that kid some sort of self-defense, give her a weapon. I agree, Punzi. You guys know me. I like weapons. I own guns. I totally agree with that. I think that coddling Sarah and sheltering her from the realities of the outside world set her up for failure from the very beginning. Birdman!
While playing TWD.
Hello, Birdman!
Have you played Wolf Among Us?
Yes, Birdman. If you want to watch my playthrough, it's over on the VODs channel. Surprisingly enough, the entire series is over there. That's one that I didn't fuck up. I didn't delay on getting that one out. Thank you, Birdman. I appreciate the 22 months. Double single digits. Welcome back in. Lovely to see you tonight. 100% HaLLoW regarding the differential effects on adult and child brains. Ronmo actually knows what he's talking about with this. Ronmo knows a thing or two about noggins. And I have learned that, not from this chat, but from King's chat. They know what they're talking about when it comes to that. Just because a child is affected more by social isolation does not mean that an adult will not be affected by it relatively because it's less. It will still happen. And I would also submit that if they go into that period of isolation with trauma as the trigger, it would probably exacerbate the effects because then the trauma finds a way to solidify in their mind. It finds a way to cement itself where it's harder to break out of. Punzi has mentioned this before to me, but I'm just rephrasing it now. If Jane is willing to endanger a baby to manufacture Kenny trying to kill her, how can we trust her word when she said that her sibling just rolled over? It's kind of haunting. The reason why that's a fair point, Coffee Night. The reason why I would take her at her word is because that happening would cause her to become as fucked up as she is. That happening authentically would create the traumatic situation that would allow her down the road to commit such a heinous act, lie to a child about it, and endanger a baby. I completely agree that it calls into question everything else that she said. I just don't necessarily question it because if she really was that fucked up, if she really had that many issues with not companionship, but like community, like depending on one another, she would have never came back for Clementine. That would have been it. She clearly has compassion in her soul because she came back for Clementine. To your point of social isolation, HaLLoW, we have a real life example. There are tons of people who are in therapy due to COVID isolation. No judgment. Yeah, there really are, Fire Ferret. You are absolutely right. People have changed their lifestyles because of COVID. Absolutely. There are still people who are not immunocompromised that are still very paranoid about it. And I get that. I was paranoid about it for a long time. But the damage lasts. It really lasts. Isolation is a terrible thing. The VODs channel has cobwebs. Shut up, Shut up. Shut up. I already started enough trouble. No, you didn't. Not at all, Punzi. Not at all. This is the kind of discussion that I knew that we were going to have when I started this series. I still love all of you guys. Punzi, you're wonderful. If I disagree with you guys, whether it's lightly or forcefully, that is just my perspective. And this game is one of those games that puts you through the ringer when it comes to controversial decisions and usually ones that don't have any winner. Jane was a piece of shit for what she did. Kenny was a piece of shit for what he did multiple times. They're both pieces of shit. At the end of the day, I had to make the decision that I made because I didn't have the information in the moment that AJ was still alive. Even though I did personally, Clementine did not. Kenny had to die because I thought that AJ was dead. And one of the last people on the planet that mattered to Clementine in that moment was Kenny and Jane. That was it. And they were there ready to kill one another. And the whole entire time, Clementine is trying to pull them off of one another, trying to stop that from happening. She goes, she gets knocked down, her wound opens back up, she starts to bleed, there's a gun in front of her, and Kenny is inches away from plunging a knife into Jane's heart. I went digging and got the canon answer from a 2014 issue of Game Informer in an interview with the Telltale co-founder president. Lay it on us, Doc. What do you got? She was certainly sheltered, but there's more to Sarah than an overprotective father. Sarah exhibited many of the symptoms of something like PTSD, which is something that people usually associate with combat veterans. However, it's something that can affect anyone, including children. It can occur in the wake of exposure to a terrifying event. And Sarah had experienced her fair share of that in the undead apocalypse. Sufferers often try to shut out or avoid anything that reminds them of the trauma that they experienced. Sarah's father, Carlos, was well aware of this. As players saw, he was incredibly protective of his daughter and tried to put her inside of a bubble. Sarah's behavior and personality was the result of the world around her rather than any other factor, right from the mouth of Telltale. There we go. There we go. Right from the mouth of Telltale, PTSD, not autism. And that's part of the reason why I will never suggest that somebody has that. If they wish to pursue a diagnosis, then you get it. Then you can get it from, if it's a fictional character, from the writers of the show, or if it's an actual person, you can encourage them to talk to someone that knows what they're talking about. PTZD, post-traumatic zombie disorder. God damn it. God damn it. For real though, Doc, for real. I appreciate you looking that out because I genuinely am curious. I genuinely am curious about like how they handled that and what their view was, because at the end of the day, the writers are all we have to go off of, not the performance necessary. It's not like it's even animated. You could say that some of the things that would be exhibited are not accurate because we're dealing with an animated series that's like a comic book, right? Like, yeah, they have a voice actor, and yeah, there's movement of, you know, an in-game player or whatever. But yeah, if he didn't teach her to fight and save herself, he sealed her fate. What if, though, Punzi? What if he tried and that's what caused the PTSD? What if he tried at the very beginning? What about Sarah's mom? Where is Sarah's mom in all of this? Where is Sarah's mom? Maybe her death is the reason why she feels PTSD. What if she was involved in her mom's death by not being able to prevent it because she locked up? Yeah, I just reread it to let it really sink in. Agreed. Yeah, exactly. Like because they have identified it officially as PTSD, and this is why it's important to not put a diagnosis on someone, to try to go to the places where you can get an accurate read of what's happening. In this case, the writers. What if the lack of the presence of her mother is a direct reason of why she experiences PTSD and why Carlos is so fiercely protective of her? That is absolutely a possibility. Again, these are all hypotheticals. They're not things that I would necessarily deal in my breakdown of the game. I'm a very factual person. I try not to read in between the lines when I don't have to. And at the end of the day, Kenny was irrational. He was emotional. He was not a good survivalist. He did not think things through. And he was chasing something that we did not know existed. Jane submitted a legitimate destination that we knew where it was on a map. We could point to it. We could navigate to it safely. And in addition to that, we knew that the last time that we were there, a week ago, they had formula. All of these are facts. They are not inferences. They are facts. Some of the facts are days old. I will grant you that, but they are facts nonetheless. So going for Carver's camp, in my opinion, from a survivalist perspective, is the better play. Without question. Without question. Chasing something that you don't know exists is the easiest way to get lost and to die of cold, specifically in the weather that they were dealing with. How old was she when it all started? Again, hypothetical, Punzi. We are dealing with a scenario where I think that it's about 2.5 to 3 years into the apocalypse. I believe. I think it's about 2.5 to 3 years. I could be wrong. But Lee's time with Clementine, I think, spanned about 8 months, 9 months. Then you had, what was her name? Fuck, I forgot her name. Omid and Krista. Then we had the Omid thing where at the end of season 1, we were with Omid. And we were with Omid and Krista for long enough for the baby to not survive. So that's probably another 9, probably about 10 months, something like that. Because she was a little ways along. She was pregnant already. And then she would have had to give birth, and then the baby would have had to pass, and they would have had to recover. So we're looking at like 10 or 11 months. And then after that, Omi died, and we're looking at another couple months of them being out in the wilderness. And then we have the events of season 2. So we're looking at a good length of time for the apocalypse to have been underway. A fair length of time, at least 2 years, if not 2.5. Season 1 ends about 2 years, 3 months, 2 weeks, and 5.5 days into the apocalypse. Okay, all right, there we go. So between 2 and 3 years, 2 years, 3 months, 2 weeks. According to some guy on Reddit. God damn it. Krista, yeah. By the end of season 2, there's about 2 years, 4 months, 2 weeks, and 2 days. Yeah, so however old Sarah was, she was 2 years, 4 months, 2 weeks, and 2 days younger. Also, some guy on Reddit provided that. God damn it, dog. Like, I don't know. Lots of things share similar symptoms. That's why having someone with the diagnostic specialty to differentiate them is important. Precisely, Dark Cat. Some people who are on the spectrum will exhibit signs of OCD. That does not mean that they have one or the other. It means that if they want to find out more about it, they have to go talk to someone who knows what they're talking about. And again, that's why out of all the hypotheticals that I'm dealing in tonight, out of the argument, and again, it's not my point. My point is to try to deal in the facts of survival. Out of all of the hypotheticals, we still don't have the complete picture. And now that we do, from the writers identifying it as PTSD, if we want to continue going down the theoretical rabbit hole, then we're looking at the possibility that the lack of Sarah's mom is the reason why she has PTSD. I wouldn't put it past that assumption. Resident Useless, who ironically doesn't seem very useless right now. Is that their name? Oh my God. The Walking Dead wiki said in this season she's 15. Okay, so if she's 15, then we're looking at like 12 and a half to 13 at the start of the apocalypse. You're talking about Sarah, right, Punzi? Just to make sure that I'm tracking. I'm pretty sure, but there's a lot of like topics and conversations I feel like I'm juggling right now. So I want to make sure I'm doing a good job. We're all chasing something that we don't know exists. Unicorns. No, Spence. That's just you. It's okay, though. You'll catch it. Don't worry. And that's a critical developmental period emotionally. Yeah, Doc, you're absolutely right. You are completely correct. So I don't know, chat. Like, at the end of the day, all I have are the facts. And if we're dealing in the raw, most basic facts of it all, there is a snowstorm. We are in a pickup truck that we don't know the condition of. The radiator fluid could be leaking out. No, I'm not going to piss in the radiator. It won't happen. I'm not doing it. We're in a snowstorm, in a town that we don't know, on roads that have regular roadblocks, camps and bandits that we know nothing about that could ambush us at any point in time. All that we know is the road behind us is clear. And the longer that we stay away from that road, the more of a chance that it gets to become not clear. If we pull a U-turn and go back to Carver's camp, we have almost a guarantee at getting supplies there because the Zeds that are there, the zombies that are there, are going to protect the supplies that are there. Your facts are wrong. What about the unicorn? But yeah, honestly, chat, that is why this is a decision-based game. There are many instances where Luke could have died. There are many instances where Nick could have died. I didn't have to go with Pete in episode 1. It is all about the way that you perceive the world around you. The first time that I played the game, I was a little shit with the group at the beginning of season 2 when we were at the house. I failed on my first run standing up to Carver and having a verbal assault with, or a verbal fisticuffs, if you will, a verbal what's the word I'm looking for? Antagonistic exchange, right? I went for the knife. And that was the dumbest thing that I could have done because he had a gun on his hip. That does nothing. I'm a child, right? So not only did I play it differently, but at different parts of my life, I would have played it differently too. Logic dictates you travel the path you know to get supplies you know will be there and then figure out a plan from there. And that's really what I'm getting at, Dark Cat. You notated it perfectly. I want to go to a place where I know that there are supplies so that I may become well-fed and well-stocked so that I may move on to places that I don't know where they are. If we really wanted to get to Wellington, the best shot that we had to get to Wellington was by going to Carver's camp, fueling up, resting up, healing up. Clementine still has a gunshot wound. Remember that. She's bleeding profusely, right? We need to rest. And the only place that we know how to do that are the places that we have been. The house is another good place to be. The original house at the beginning of the season. We could have gone to Carver's camp, collected supplies, drove back to the house. Easy. Known areas that, yes, we would have to clear out because we haven't been there for a little while. Yes, we would have to navigate the zombies that were in Carver's camp. But overall, we knew that they existed and we knew where they were. There is a chance that Kenny knows something about Wellington, but he doesn't know that it exists because he's never talked to anybody about it. It was just this ethereal thing that he kept mentioning. Who's to say that he didn't hear about Wellington over the course of time that he was in solitary confinement from one random survivor that he met years ago? The camp could have fallen. We never actually know, at least to my recollection and my knowledge of the game, he never actually says when he heard about the place. Never. He just knows about it. It's the apocalypse. People die. We shouldn't need to kill each other too. Yep, exactly, Captain Vimes. Exactly. And that's why I completely disagree with what Jane did. It's also why I was entirely cold towards Arvo. I did not care about him. After he decided to launch an ambush after we let him live, that's shit. That's shitty behavior. He deserved all of the hate that he got, and he did not deserve half of the supplies and a free ticket to ride wherever he decided to go that night. And by the way, I would also submit, I think that Mike and Bonnie and Arvo are dead. I think that Kenny walked out and killed them. And if he didn't, Jane sure as shit did because Clementine is bleeding out on the floor. Like, Clementine is the one common denominator between Kenny and Jane. It's why they put up with each other until the point where they can't anymore. It's because they both admire Clementine and they want to keep her safe. Unfortunately, the shittier person, in my opinion, Jane, is the one that is actually doing a good job at it. But then she went and became an even shittier person by lying to Kenny and provoking him into something that didn't need to be provoked. Play this game, then play it again in 10 years or so. Your choices will differ unless your Doc Fitzy's too old. People get decidedly less predictable in survival situations. Doc is actually correct in this one, I think, Dark Cat. And it's because they're operating on instinct. It's at that point, it becomes like reflexes. That's like saying, I'm going to smack someone's knee with a hammer and I'm going to predict that their arm moves. No, it's their leg that's going to move. It's instinct. It's reflexes. You're reacting to the things that are in front of you. Jane was one of the only people left that really was able to think clearly. And I believe that it actually was because she was alone for all that time. She was on her own, and she brought that resource in a non-damaging way, unlike Kenny, to the group and was able to say, no, this is where we need to go. This is what we need to do. Even though she was very unpersonable with the baby, she called it. Or she called him it, rather, as I call it. But yeah. The facts as they stand, your choices were a piece of shit or a piece of shit number 2, and either of them end with a bloody mess for Clem, literally. Yeah. The only way that I could have offered a bit more leeway to my survival odds is if I would have went with Jane at the end. Even though she's a piece of shit, if we really want to think calculated about that was the only emotional decision that I made. It was, fuck you. You don't know what you're doing. I don't want to be around you. However, she clearly cares about Clementine, and she did a very heinous, shitty thing to secure her being the one that dictated where they went and what they did, so her opinion would be heard and not Kenny's, because Kenny's was going to get them killed. Hear me out. You watch Kenny stab Jane and then shoot him. Oh my God. All right, I I think that's my bedtime. Therapist, have a good night. I think, honestly, that's probably where I'm going to wrap up the convo, too, because I could go on and on and on about it. All right, here we go. You and 58.6% of players protected the baby. How on earth is like over 30, 40%? How the fuck? I would imagine that everybody would go for the baby. See, this is another reason why, like, you know, if you watch somebody play this game, you're going to get pissed at some of their decisions. You know, you're going to get angry at them. You and 66.7% of players did not try to help Luke. Wait, what? Oh, on the lake. I was like, I covered for him. Okay. Asked to leave with Mike. You and 80.9% of players did not ask to leave with Mike. You and 50 split right down the middle, but a little bit more shot Kenny. A little bit more shot Kenny. In the end, who are you with? You and 25.7% of players are alone with AJ. I would imagine that based on this, it's probably half and half. It's probably half and half for these other values. Half of the people are with Kenny, and half of the people are with Jane. I think someone else shoots Rebecca if you don't. Yeah, that's definitely what I remember happening in one of my other playthroughs. And by the way, chat, if you guys want to see what happens with other decisions, I would recommend that you keep an eye out for this game going on sale. Go enjoy it on your own and see what sort of adventure you can come up with the perception that you have. This is merely my playthrough, and it's, as you can tell, a hell of a lot more controversial in each decision than The Wolf Among Us. The Wolf Among Us is like an investigative game. There are some things that you can do that, you know, people will agree or disagree with, but this one is much more visceral. I don't know how to describe it except for people are much more invested in the characters in this particular series. I do have a comment about the design of the ending. I think making you aim would have been more impactful. That is a really good observation, Coffee Knight. I agree. Instead of choosing the options, it would just give you a crosshair. I agree. I absolutely agree with that. Absolutely agree. It's on Game Pass for those that have Xbox or PC Game Pass. There you go. If you guys want to check it out, this is season 1 and 2 that I have completed here. I would recommend that you try it again, because everybody has a different perception about what things are going to be like. And I'm sure that everybody here would have made different decisions than me at every step of the way. They also give you a chance to shoot. Then they could also give you a chance to shoot the knife. I don't know if I would want to do that. I get it. Like, you know, it's, I don't know, man. Doc, would you shoot the knife? I know you're really good with an M9, Doc. Would you go for the knife? I don't know, man. I don't know if I would go for the knife. If I'm pointing a gun, I don't know, dude. I don't know. Yeah, Doc would definitely shoot the knife. Okay. Honestly, I wouldn't. I'm not even entertaining that. I honestly think that Doc would probably get up and walk away. Like, genuinely, Doc, if I had to guess, I think that you would just pick the gun up and walk away. I could absolutely have hit the knife, but I never would take the shot. The knife is dangling right above Jane's head. So if your goal in wanting, if I'm shooting, someone's dying. Exactly. Yeah, I'm not going, I'm the same way, Doc. I'm not going for a leg shot. You're getting center mass. If you're staring down my barrel, it's not even to intimidate at that point. I'm already squeezing the trigger. And if you're not moving, you're getting center mass. I would also submit that even though the knife is probably not strong enough, it did look like a K-bar. It looked like a really fucking hunky piece of steel. Leg shot is as dangerous as a torso shot. Yeah. People kind of forget about that whole fucking femoral thing or any of the other arteries that run all up and down your leg. And if anything, it's a much smaller area, which means that wound cavitation is going to hit that artery. You really want to be rude? Pelvic girdle. Oh, dear God. For real, though, chat, this game is a very good game, and everybody plays it differently. So just because I disagreed with you tonight, if you are one of the people I disagreed with, or you were one of the people that I agreed with on certain points, that doesn't mean that we align all the way. And you can have your own unique experience in this game. I will be off from this game on Tuesdays for a month, I believe. And I will come back. Let me see here. Let's actually plan a day for it. How about that? Okay, so I'm going to be gone for June. Oh, let's come back July 1st. Let's come back July 1st to Telltale's The Walking Dead. I think that that is perfect. July 1st, season 3 of Telltale's The Walking Dead. I will take a break very briefly for this month, and then we will be able to finish it by the end of the summertime, I would imagine. Probably even sooner than that, actually, in the middle of August, because I think there's only 3 episodes in the final season, I think. Canada Day? Sweet. No, wait, why are you saying no, Bay? Is it because of my break? Sooner? Okay, I could do, how about July 8th? How's that? How's that sound? I could do July 8th. For real, though, chat, I recommend that you guys check this game out. And if you want to see what happens, keep playing. If you don't, you know when I'm going to be back into it. I'm going to be back in on July 1st. Have you played season 3, or is that where you originally stopped? No. I stopped, if memory serves, on the very first episode of the final season. I played the first episode, and then I was done. I never went back and recorded another episode after that. So, but yeah, don't make me send 18 baby sharks. Joke's on you. I'm getting out of here. You can't do it. You can't do it. I'm gone. I'm gone, babe. For real though, I recommend that you guys try this game on your own. If you have Xbox Game Pass or PC, whatever Game Pass, it's on there. I'm playing the definitive edition. It has all the seasons put together. And yeah, just check it out. You know, do your own decisions, make your own story. A lot of the things kind of end up the same way, but the mood that it happens in, the people that you end up with sometimes, they are different. I think everybody can kind of gather, okay, that's going to happen no matter what. Like, no matter what you do, at the end of season 2, you're having a showdown between Kenny and Jane, no matter what you do. But there are other things along the way that can alter it. Do I have this game? Yeah, I think you do, Mom. I think you do. I don't know if you have the definitive edition, but I'm pretty sure that you have the normal season 1. I'll probably, because this one performs way better, the originals kind of crashed. We'll get it for you on either Game Pass, because you already have Game Pass. Or I'll just if it's on sale, I'll just get you the definitive edition. But yeah, you have it. So I think you actually would be able to play season 1, get your save file, and then import the save file into the what's it? Jane? Oh god, Jane will be gone soon. Oh no. Oh no. 100 videos from Fire Ferret.
Kenny and Jane wouldn't fight if you save Lee in season 1 Black.
Oh, shut the hell up, Fire Ferret. God damn it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I really appreciate you guys hanging out a lot. And I appreciate more than anything the stimulating and respectful conversation. When it comes to a game like this, there are no easy answers. It is not an easy situation that the characters in this fictional story find themselves in, and us as the player have to navigate seemingly impossible things that might sound good on the other side, but then you end up doing them and they're just as shitty. So if you guys want to see different results and different approaches, then get it on your wish list over on Steam, or download it over on the Xbox store with Game Pass. And I will be back with more Telltale at the beginning of July. We will go into season 3. We'll beat season 3. And then when I know for a fact that my recording software is working, that I'll be able to record and stream at the same time, and I get all of that set up, then we can go from there. Also, on that note, alerts will be disabled for those final episodes, but season 3, that doesn't count. I'll still have alerts turned on for that. And I will be doing like laugh track. I probably won't be talking to you guys a lot. It'll be genuinely a recording meant for YouTube, so I can upload it to my YouTube channel and finish out that playlist. I don't think it's going to get a lot of views, but I don't care. I don't want the series to be left by the wayside and incomplete. So anyway, chat, thank you so much for hanging out tonight. I had a lot of fun, and I hope that you guys did too. I hope it wasn't too emotional. I hope you enjoyed the conversation as well, as much as I did. And I'm looking forward to the next one. The next one, though, will be on Friday. I will be off tomorrow and on Thursday. We'll be back on Friday for community night. Again, it's Fall Guys and it's Wreckfest back to back. So make sure you have the games installed and come and hang out if you want to have some fun. But until then, ladies and gentlemen, all good things must come to an end. And that right there is my time. Thank you so very much for the bits, the follows, the subs, the resubs, all of the love. I'm so happy to see you guys here night after night. I hope you enjoyed. But yeah, I'm going to skedaddle out of here. Thank you for everything, ladies and gentlemen, and enjoy the rest of your day. Evening, noon, night, whatever the hell it is, wherever the hell you are. And I will see you guys again.